Budget. I'm going to start right now. This is wrestling in 2023. Wrestling in 23. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special ACW Impromptu Monday night session from the Simple Man's Casino as I decide to kick off before everyone else comes in with their shenanigans. Bringing in Eric, so we're just going to have a fun conversation. Eric?
Howdy.
This is going to be very unique, to say the least. How are you, my friend, on this Monday night as we look towards the year's end all the way up to World's End, what has been an absolutely insane year for the industry in and out of all the bullshit and shenanigans. But how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, good deal.
Brought to you by Third Eye.
Yeah, well, there you go. And I'm just a simple dealer. So there it is. There's not an ace up my sleeve, and there's no tricks you have to worry about with me. That I can assure you, I can make you believe. Anyway, here we are Monday night on the eve of Halloween here in the States. Before everyone else comes in, of course, I want to give a shout out to the entire XW fam. I just got off the line with Mary J virtually, and I want to wish her the absolute best. She has informed me that she will have to deal with surgery. All the best to the queen of ATW. And to the queen, there is the king who's always swerving and coming back to enforce law and order, or lack thereof. This guy who has not been a stranger, but boy, has it been a while since we've seen each other.
I think about 2 years.
I mean, who's tracking? Lex, to say the least. Back in his domain, freshly squeezed. Got to get the people what they want. Well, first off, let's make sure Lex actually has a working internet connection, because I see I don't need him re-rolling, but hell, he suggested this idea, so who am I to deny what the family may want to do tonight? Lex, speak your mind.
If able.
Yes.
Proceed.
Well, it's been a long time, and it's good to be back.
Damn right. I bet. Good to hear your voice, and I'm sure there's been a lot going on with you in and out of wrestling and the gaming industry. Of course, we know you were part of that Street Fighter tournament. You had been working in and out of Capcom, and you've been trying to sway the judgment of.
Well, it looks like my job's done for the night.
You knew it was coming, dude. You knew it was coming.
Now.
And now it's trending.
You haven't changed a bit. The fuck?
Well, like, to be fair, he leaked this it was leaked on Impact. It was shown on AEW TV. It was shown in the UK during All In.
You're not escaping. You're not escaping from this, dude. It sticks with you forever.
The only one, and the Blades acknowledged it, so it's only not time until the Bunny does.
Yeah, you leave her out of this, all right?
I mean, the Blade approved it. He given a nod.
God.
Yeah, he did.
The Blade. Oh, I'm sure they're going to have a great Halloween. I don't know if they're doing another fundraiser thing, and I hope that Ali has the most spectacular time of the year, as always. As well as anybody that enjoys these shenanigans, whether you dress up, or you give out treats, or you throw out tricks, whether you spookify yourself into a post-traumatic stress disorder, or whatever your heart wishes. All I know is tonight, I want to play a game. But we're not going to play a game where I'm going to threaten your life. We're going to have a little bit of fun for the first time ever in AEW history as we approach episode 50. We're going to see if we can fill out the proverbial bingo card of wrestling, because if there's one thing we could say, we could all come together, bring out our absolute excitement, our exhaustion, what has inspired us, what honestly have always made us said, never say never, what truly has decided to make sure that we know there is something possible that always can get the green light. And I'm sure there has been at least one moment, story, match, or headline that has made us said, what the fuck, oh my God, or any other expression in between 3 words or more. So we're going to have fun and fill out the proverbial bingo card. And whether or not we do a full wideout or go up and down, diagonally or horizontal, we're just going to talk about we know we are going to reach the world's end in AEW, apparently. We still have about a couple months left, but it's been an insane 10 months this year in pro wrestling. So, that being said, the free spaces are already filled in the dead middle. So, let's just go around the room, get everybody's thoughts, and see how far we can fill this thing out before we put it for the shredder. I'll start with you, King, because you and I, of course, have been going through this thing in and out of AEW since day zero. And again, we already got bombarded the first week of AEW, which, might I add, that AEW took place the same day as Wrestle Kingdom 17. So, King, go ahead and spin the tumbler. What, Lex? Did you say also? What you got to say?
What you got to say, Lex?
We are now in year 4 of ATW.
And I'm sure Mr. Funaki will, of course, embellish that.
Indeed.
Ding, there it is. Yeah, and again, man, it's been a crazy wild ride, and it looks like it's going to continue for all time, despite the fact I'm apparently a trend and I'm not Matt Taven. Damn it. But anyway, that being said, King, one of the first things that was not on your bingo card that somehow got punched in, whether you wanted to or not, what the fuck happened this year for you in 2023 in wrestling?
Since you want to start out first week of 2023, let's start out that way. Let's go New Japan's New Year's Dash mystery tag match when Okada and Omega teamed up for the very first time. That was the tone setter of what I think 2023 was going to be, in my opinion, because from rivals to partners happened in one night.
Yeah, and both coming in as champions, by the way, as Okada beat Switchblade Jay White and Omega beat Will Ospreay in his New Japan Pro Wrestling return. And we saw the narrative that has set up all the way now into the end of October with what's being christened the Don Callis family, and no longer the Commonwealth Kingpin, but the return of the Aerial Assassin. So, good spot there indeed. I'm putting that under eye, to say the least. That being said, before we continue our fun little game, because I know the ITW view always falls into chaos from one, if not all of you. First off, Lex, again, man, you've been all over the world, it seems, this year. You've seen how many damn wrestling events besides your freaking gaming escapades? Dude, what the hell you been up to?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I never knew that I made it to the UK out of all the places.
Yeah, how was the jolly old England, by the way?
Well, a lot of sightseeing, a lot of food, and basically full of walking and commuting. But for now that I'm in my home country right now for a vacation, then I'll be back in Japan real soon.
Right.
So I'm more now exposed into Joshi wrestling. And yeah, I've done it all since 2021, and now I'm expecting a lot from 2024 since there's gonna be All In again, and then Wrestle Dream. That's another one on the list that I want to do. But
I'm like, you get to go to Wrestle Kingdom probably.
Yep. You got Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Hopefully, I could go to Wrestle Kingdom because I don't know who's the card yet, but
well, we know the main event, if nothing else.
I have yet to watch a TJPW, a DDT show, Stardom show. Yes, Stardom show. What else? A New Japan somewhere near where I'm living in Japan, and that's it. Basically, hopefully I get to encounter some familiar faces in Japan. Of course, you just encounter any Joshi wrestlers on the street.
Yeah, just doing their own thing at a local gachapon or arcade or whatever recreational activities. Maybe like
I think the most common people I might encounter is the Bullet Club War Dogs. I've seen their antics in public, so it's no surprise. So surprised I might encounter those hooligans.
Not my Bullet Club.
Yeah, I know. Same thing. Not my Bullet Club either. Jay White era. Jay White.
All right, everyone, tranquilo. Let's breathe.
Well,
All
no,
right.
to be fair, they did confirm that yes, Tarblade White is the canonical name.
Thank you.
Ah! It's
And-
Six-Part!
And you know what's
Damn it!
You know what's funny?
What?
That a lot of people have mini card blade whites already in the show.
I don't think you can get them from Shop AEW. I think people are literally making those.
I'm still waiting for a neck brace for AEW shop for Roderick Strong merch.
Adam.
Oh, Lex, if you
Next
haven't
new
seen it,
album.
I actually pitched this idea where Roderick Strong and Adam Cole in the hospital together, and Roderick Strong just says, Adam! And Adam Cole responds with, Cole! And then you hear a third voice saying, baby! And the camera zooms over to see Kyle O'Reilly joining them.
The Undisputed Era reformed. Kyle O'Reilly get well soon, just like
I have yet to see an Roderick Strong yell Adam, and all three Adams just look at it. What?
Okay, that's going further than the Spider-Man meme of you'll just saying. So I mean, it's like calling the kettle black. Let's not go there yet, but still, man, good to know. And again, I'm very happy that you've had fun on these expeditions. Of course, before we continue, shout out to the entire W family, whether it's JD, whether it's our indie darling, now backstage correspondent and ring announcer Snell, Cindy, to our queen of Mary Jade, who will have to go into surgery again. Take care and get well soon. Always more power to you, my friend. And if you haven't watched her last match, go check it out on Spinebuster TV right here on YouTube against Laura Di Matteo. Very game intense effort by both. Yeesh.
And
of
also,
course,
Kid Bandit is also recovering from surgery, I believe.
yeah, I heard about that, and of course, Casey, James, of course, Preacher Man Casey Flynn, who I'm sure is going to be all over Dakota Kai until she's WWE Women's Champion and is the main event of WrestleMania. But maybe one day in Australia, but I digress. All right. So, yeah, well, it's funny you mentioned, Jolly Old England. That's because, yeah, I definitely never expected AEW to surpass the indoor attendance for the biggest event, let alone go international and sell out Wembley Stadium. Let's just talk a little bit about what was the spectacle that was AEW All In. Again, 4 years in existence, and AEW was able to accomplish a feat that many thought they were never going to see from a company that was not WWE. And AEW did that and surpassed that from Will Ospreay.
And you gotta wonder how Vince McMahon reacted when he learned my 50 years of cultivating that list destroyed within months.
Also, fun fact that Will Ospreay had that numbers tattooed on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
Also the fact that Will Ospreay is now the world leading record for most 5-star matches.
He gave Impact their second 5-star match in nearly 20 years.
And considering that Will Ospreay is on the
now
run,
TNA.
Yep. Yeah, for real. Considering the fact that Ospreay has given 2023 his year, might as well just finish it out. If there was to make a pro wrestler of the year, Will Ospreay been a top candidate on that list.
Well, according to PWI, apparently,
I feel like by next year, he's gonna. Here's a far stretch, but yet bold claim. He's gonna get PWI number 1 next year.
I can see it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I can definitely see it.
Here's the question: What would Seth Rollins react with if he was number 2? Considering he and Will Ospreay have a little bit of a heat.
Well, are you talking about work or shoot reaction, Eric?
More like, hey, Will Ospreay, I at least make more money than you because I'm flag waving the WWE flag, man. Oh, like, granted, Seth Rollins finally chilled out after all those years and admitted, yeah, everything I was doing was dumb.
With a compromised back.
Yeah, I was about to say that. What a compromised back.
But hey, at least
Oh,
Roman Reigns
yeah.
is at number one because, look, I'm not. Look, guys, you know me, right? I'm simple. I'm not the guy to try and promo, roast, or chastise an individual. But
No, you
sometimes.
were on 100% on board when Seth Rollins was going ahead and saying, I think what Undertaker and McFoley should have done in 98, even though they probably would change that tune now, they did it in 98.
Well, again, I mean, you look at 2 plus 23. How much is that? That's 25 years later. But I mean,
Oh,
if
speaking of insane stuff, guess what they uploaded on YouTube because they had to do this.
because they have to do this, or they
They
want to do
have
this,
to.
but they do.
Classic WWE.
Yeah.
They uploaded the main event of WrestleMania where Cody did not finish the story.
Oh yeah. They uploaded that this morning on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's one of those moments that I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Because seriously, at this point, they don't have a spot to fill the Roman Reigns moniker. Roman Reigns has been glory holed by more men than John Laurinaitis was by women.
Whoa! Whoa! You're not wrong, but dang.
It cost John Laurinaitis 7 figures while Roman Reigns gained 4 digits. All right, did I go a little bit deeper?
You're not wrong, but the way how you analyze that, my goodness.
Sorry, not sorry. but I still
People
think
power.
damn it, people power my ass. The freaking Roman Reigns should have already lost the title by now, but hell, give it to WWE to do a 4-digit champion in the modern era. For what it's worth, I guess you have to get 1%.
How many days is it? 1,000.
1,130 something, I believe, because he already passed Pedro and Hogan's on the list right in September 2024 if he gets that far, which I most likely he will definitely get that far.
At this point, they got nothing. It would warm. It would make me be filled with so much fucking good spirit if LA Knight just BFT that guy into oblivion. But damn it, I know it's not going to happen at a glorified house show in Saudi Arabia. But still.
There's been an interesting development.
AKA.
Speaking of Roman Reigns and the Anoa'i family dynasty, there's been some unexpected developments that might spoil future WrestleMania plans if they think of it.
What are you talking about, like MLW related? Because I've heard a lot that's going on over there.
Lance
Well, I know they
Anoa'i
want
and
to pick up
Juicy
a two.
Fanu have left.
Wait, what?
Lance Anoa'i, who is also related to Roman, and
Cousins.
some guy named Juicy Fanu of the Samoan SWAT team have left MLW. And I will not be surprised if Roman Reigns pulled favor saying, look, we can expand the bloodline even more, Vince.
Yep.
Okay. So those
Okay.
Well, that leaves Jacob Fatu, the solo Samoan in MLW.
Oh, by the
pretty
way, speaking of that, there's another wrestler who's trying to get out of MLW.
Alex Hammerstone.
Yes.
Yeah, longest reigning
MLW champion.
Champions, about to say.
Former longest reigning MLW champion.
Yeah, thank you, former. Yes, and again, I mean, it would surprise me if one of those 3 Samoans is the next guy to do a hit and run underneath a black hoodie at insert PLE here. But I digress. All right. Well, let's see. So we've already got 3 spots? That's probably 3 down. Eric, I mean, again, man, you're the bearer of all things news. You've had news that made you scratch your head, question humanity, and I'm sure it made you really question the reality that is this plane of Morgan Freeman can't explain what the fuck's happening in professional wrestling. So if you were to just pick one event to this point, what would you say definitely was not on your bingo card?
Let's see. The sad thing is, I wish I could. Here's the thing: I'm going to be deeply depressed about this, but Bray Wyatt's unexpected passing. I am still morally left hollow from it.
It still doesn't feel real, but it is.
Right? I mean, you think about how
For
many
me,
people we've lost.
I feel like we're in an alternate time zone that we never knew it's already actually happening.
I mean, it didn't help with Leva Bates dressing up as him for Halloween, considering that Bray Wyatt was one of her biggest encouragements.
And plus, I read on Shotzi's article on USA on how Bray Wyatt, influenced her career in wrestling. So,
damn.
Well,
We're
here's
supposed
the
to have
thing, there's been
a
an update on Bray
Bray
Wyatt,
Wyatt
on
grand
the future of the
return.
Bray Wyatt character.
We're supposed to have a Bray Wyatt grand return. Then he was announcing he's returning. Then, boom, he suddenly passed.
Yeah.
After
thing is, he was
SummerSlam.
There's
aware.
been an
He
update about
was
the
aware.
future of Bray Wyatt's career in terms of a legacy. Apparently, WWE 2K24 is going to revolve the game around him.
Showcase mode. Good.
Actually,
I
I'm thinking they might go with a career type of vibe.
Hope
Well,
we
I
get
mean,
the House of
I'm
Horrors
going to make
match.
this assumption that they're going to reveal Vince McMahon's horrible comments that makes him why he should not go to his funeral.
Hey, well, there's always that. Again, humanity, the flip of a coin, you see one side of a person versus the other side that you read about reportedly or see how they showcase themselves on social media. And if you know, you know. Let's just go ahead and put this one out there. Tony Khan's overall Twitter exposure.
Ooh, boy.
Honestly, I kind of saw that coming the moment when I heard NXT that AEW was going on Tuesday night. And I was like, well, someone's going to lose their mind. And I'm pretty sure it's not just the tribalists.
No, it was literally the man at the front of AEW itself.
And he actually tweeted, then called out John Cena and Undertaker in that tweet.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he also went ahead and decided to bring up Vince McMahon's horrible misdeeds, which I was like, he's out of line, but he's kind of right on Vince's horribleness.
Yeah.
But like, and then he shatters all that 2 weeks later with the guy who will not shut up.
And there's another punch in for you. Who would have thought you would put the sentence, Ric Flair is in AEW in your mouth into existence?
I think that's like until Sting retires.
Yeah,
March 2024 Revolution.
Where it's showtime for the last time, and I will be calling that on the Jet Beacham Network. So I'm looking forward to that. But also,
but it's still annoying that Ric Flair is now being allowed to get away with his horribleness again. And after Tony Khan was preaching to the choir about Vince McMahon's horrible stuff, and but Ric Flair, yeah, that's perfectly okay.
Look, the classic proverb, two wrongs don't make a right. I'm just saying, and then you only get one. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's almost like those kind of just went out of the window in the realm of common sense and reality, because Twitter is a thing. Whether you call it Twitch, Twitter, X, the fuck ever, Elon Musk's sex slave, I don't know. It's just... Again, am I wrong? Tell me if I'm telling lies. Speaking of which, CM Punk fired from AEW, gone completely.
Here's the thing. I wanted to say that was my shock of the moment, but I was like, the moment I heard that he had signed legal documents and whatnot, I was like, Jungle Boy's going to be suspended. Punk's probably going to be sacked if they find any proof. And there's the fact that there's a video out in Wembley Stadium that showcases Punk's actions that will probably never make it to air. I'm pretty sure Punk was screwed the night, and even he knew it was coming up, considering people were saying he was saying goodbye.
Yeah, you just saw the writing on the wall, even though a whole show was brought into existence courtesy of his existence. And let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. Saturday Night Pro Wrestling is back, at least for the time being. AEW Collision. Who would have thought you would see a weekly showcase again that could rival Saturday night's main event in this era of pro wrestling?
Well, to see the standout, and I'm glad AEW has made it stand out, because on Wednesdays you get the fast-paced Dynamite on Wednesdays, and Rampage, is a solid 1 hour. They can showcase whatever.
Which has been actually improving for a lot of people's attention.
Well, I mean, explaining the fact that Mystico and Rocky Romero were on, or showcased on Rampage for, Mexico's pound for pound. I mean, just a prime example.
I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about Santana and Ortiz's falling out being
that too, which people complain about, and which people complain about, saying like, there's a story, but why put it on Rampage? Like, do you not realize that there's a full depth roster that you can put it on anywhere? You can put it on Dynamite if you wanted to. You can put it on Rampage if you wanted to. You can put it on Collision if you wanted to. So,
it goes back to that point we talked about during our first ever ATW impromptu call to Collision, where we called also first time ever, what the fuck, Ken Omega and MJF. AEW is right now that company that chooses to bring pay-per-view content more regularly to us for free on TV versus pay-per-view. And whether or not that's a pro or con for it, that's not up for us to decide. That's on the advertisers and overall AEW's revenue. And again, I am a simple man. I'm not even a thousandaire. I'm lucky to be 100aire more than a day, all right, because it goes straight into this that I'm fortunate enough to now own for 2 years. Praise Jesus. That being said, I don't know.
The government wants to strangle you.
Whatever. I don't know what the future holds for the freaking industry, but I know seeing is believing. AEW still exists on my screen, and it doesn't look like they're letting up anytime soon. In fact, it looks like they're loading up even more content. Because again, this year, who would have thought you would get double the pay-per-views? The first ever Wrestle Dream, and now we're getting World's End, a pay-per-view on December 30th to usher in the new year, not begin with it.
Yep, that means we are now at 8 pay-per-views now this year.
Here's the thing, though. I was surprised they announced it for December 30th. I was like, but December 31st is a Sunday. You have an opportunity to do that moment.
Do you realize how many people are going to be out at a bar, drunk off their ass, getting a one-night stand, whether they remember it or not?
No. We're in a wrestling world where people watch WrestleMania for 7 hours past midnight.
That's fair.
It kind of is.
I think they're doing the tradition of but
I'm glad
company gathering that on December 31st they go to Jacksonville, celebrate New Year's, and blah 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 blah.
But I'm glad AEW is going back to the Saturday pay-per-view, especially for Full Gear and World's End, because the Sunday pay-per-views, I'm not going to lie, they're draining me a little bit.
Though here's the thing, I will say this though, 2 things. One, imagine if they had done it on Sunday for World's End, and then after they do their own ending countdown to count down the new year, like have their own mini New York moment, and then Tony Khan, after the announcement, like at 12:01, he comes out and says, "By the way, we're on Max now! Yay!"
Well, I'm hoping World's End means the end of the world as we know it, and will still feel fine. And no, I'm not singing Rem, and I don't think Rem will be performing live. But yes, if there's one thing that needs to change, that needs to end up on this bingo card, AEW needs to put premium content or their pay-per-views on Max, because you realize with just AEW pay-per-views this year, you have spent as a fan $400.
You forget Ring of Honor too.
Well, speaking of that, Final Battle will not air traditionally on Bleacher Report Live. It will air exclusively on Honor Club.
Oh wow!
Yep.
That's a little different, but it's still the same price, though, isn't it?
There's no details onto that. All I know is that Final Battle will be airing on Honor Club instead of Bleacher Report Live.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, maybe that means they're actually trying to,
But there is another thing. Well, let's talk about this, since this was brought up a few days ago, saying it was 2 years. The prequel to what could have been Brawl Out, Charlotte and Becky, and the title exchange that made me cry myself to sleep watching them treat the belts like props.
To be fair, they are props in WWE.
Yeah, I must say they are now.
Okay, worse than props, like Naito throwing the IC title around like it's a toy to break.
Yeah.
God, I remember that.
I mean, again, they literally had to remit that belt because of the destruction that, of course, he got created with.
In Naito's case, you understood why, because I'm supposed to be the main event. Why is the IC title the closing match?
Because Shinsuke Nakamura at that time was the bigger professional.
That and everyone hated Naito. He was being seen as the John Cena of Japan, and John Cena was.
He was. I mean,
yeah, he was.
You can't blame the people. I mean, for that.
So,
but hey, since you want to talk about,
unlike WWE, who just goes full throttle, New Japan said, "Okay, we'll put it to a vote."
All in favor?
Sorry, Naito, you're out. You're going to be second to last.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. I mean, just putting it out there. Yeah, but since you're talking about New Japan, let's go ahead and talk about that real quick.
There is one thing that it could be mentioned on the bingo card that no one expected.
What?
You think you knew him.
Adam Copeland in AEW. What the fuck?
goes to show
Yeah.
you that there's always going to be other promotions. The wrestling industry is thriving, whether we like it or not.
Well, we're always going to be subjective to it. There's a reason why I said what I said about Roman Reigns, and I stand by it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this industry is always going to be judged. It's always going to be misinterpreted. It's always going to be scrutinized. There's always going to be bias. But at least you don't have to call yourself a word that starts with T just to believe that you are the next biggest thing since sliced bread when you're not. Anyway, but yeah, Adam Copeland in AEW, and let's forget about this. He faced Sheamus for the first time ever this year on SmackDown. He has a lot of years WWE career, but he's not coming back as Edge in AEW. He's still rated R, but he's going back to his indie roots, Adam Copeland, and he says he's free now. He has more opportunity. He has a vision that he wants to achieve, which I do think will happen some point, and I think it's just long-term storytelling or foreshadowing. And at this point now, it's just a matter of when and how.
I'm still on the opinion that we're going to see Adam Copeland and Christian Cage go at it all in.
I mean,
Wait,
again,
and the fact that Adam Copeland wants G1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
God.
what he wants.
Yeah,
Well-
he did say that.
He did.
He did.
Look,
He also
the
wants
thing-
Okada.
Okay,
That's
first
okay,
off,
though.
I pray
there's a
for your
couple-
neck, Adam Copeland.
about
Or
to say,
pray for
Okay,
your
for
orbital
your-
bone.
yeah, there's a couple of spots right there, so let's just go ahead and put it out there. Who the fuck thought you would ever see Bryan Danielson, Shuchika Okada, and Bryan Danielson submit the Rainmaker with a broken arm?
Yes.
And then get hit with the Rainmaker months later to find out you're going to be out for the remainder of the year with a broken orbital bone.
And that was
Yeah.
a full force Rainmaker. That was not
And
a
an orange
Rainmaker.
punch.
Again, he also did get the orange punch, so it might have literally been the 1-2 punch. Speaking of orange punch, let's go ahead and talk about Lex's favorite wrestler of all time, real quick.
Sorry.
Your
I just
guy,
noticed
Orange
something.
Cassidy,
Oh,
Lex, probably next to Gunther, the most workhorse champion this year in the industry. Incredible run, lost the title to Jon Moxley, and immediately got back recently after with Bray Fans. What's been your aspect this year or outlook, and before I give it to Eric, with Orange Cassidy's overall just run in AEW this year as their national champion pretty much for practically all of it?
There's a lot of processing on that because he defended it every single week in Dynamite until pay-per-views. And then having him being back as champion, I feel like we still owe a rematch with him and Moxley because after he's not yet cleared due to concussions.
It's actually different now. It's not just a concussion.
It's actually, yeah, he said Moxley has arthritis.
Yeah, they say he has the arthritis of a 70-year-old man, and I was like,
Oh, Lord.
yeah, you should have taken that vacation last year, man.
I mean,
Should've.
Moxley worked nonstop into the fact that he adds deathmatch to his list of matches. That takes a toll on his body. And yeah, another thing that
Go ahead.
one thing that is that broke my bingo card is that Impact went back to TNA. That was like, what the? I was like, holy shit
TNA
moment.
is back, bitches.
I says like, are we back in the mid 2000s again?
Team, what, you think they're going to bring back the six-sided ring and elevation?
No, they're
X?
not.
They already came out, so they're not going to bring that back.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
Because they
that's
said, and the wrestlers even said, okay, you can bring everything else back. Heck, you can even resurrect commentators if you want. Just do not bring back the six-sided ring. That's too painful.
Even Jordan Gray said, do you want us to, protect our careers or damage them by a six-sided ring?
Right? That's saying something for that juggernaut who made history being the first woman to win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, friggin' Grace driving, Bully Ray of all people.
oh my god.
Yeah, even though you had a dance-off between Sunny Kiss and Bully Ray about for glory.
Why is this the year of dances in pro wrestling? This is ridiculous.
Oh, you mean, let's see, the Daniel Garcia, Woo, and then you had the Prince Nana, Swerve the leg drive, and then Sonny Kiss and Bully Ray dance off.
Did you forget about Blood and Guts when MJF had a dance off with Sammy Guevara
Oh
and Daniel
yeah,
Garcia?
yeah. And then Adam Cole just showing out his multiple
Stomach
hip
thrust.
thrusts.
The fuck was that? What's going on here? Why is 2023 the year of dancing?
I mean,
Daniel Garcia started it, and everyone followed on.
Yep. And now it's in the hands of Prince Nana because we in the money.
Not
We
anymore.
in the money. Yeah.
I was saying, your freaking Mogul Embassy lost 3 of our 6-man tag team championships.
To my Hung Bucks.
And then Swerve beat the Hangman, but then the Hangman cost Swerve a chance at TNT Championship, and then Swerve
was being a menace and went to his house.
Whose house? Jesus.
Can we agree on the fact that Christian Cage and Swerve Strickland are competing for Menace of the Year?
I think Christian Cage has already surpassed that, trying to get involved with Nick Wayne's mother, and literally has taken his son by hostage better than a Maury segment. Just saying.
But man, Swerve
Fair.
Strickland's menace is in a whole nother level. First, he bloodied Nick Wayne and invaded his house or something.
Him and AR fought both.
Then he invaded Hangman's house. Oh my God, that's too far. That reminded me of when Randy Orton and Triple H brawled inside the house, and then Triple H threw Orton in the window.
Yep.
And got arrested for it.
Except the fact that Swerve talked to his kid.
I was
T-shirt.
like, oh God, that was awesome and hilariously dark. But people were gatekeeping that, saying, no, that's going too far. And I was like, did everyone just forget Bray Wyatt did the same thing except actually scare a kid?
Oh my God.
Right.
That's fair, Miz and Maurice. I remember that segment.
Okay, here's a question. Before we get back to that, I got a question. Remember when it was mentioning Roman Reigns has surpassed Pedro Morales or something?
Yes, after Backlash, yes.
He's over 1,000 days. He's surpassed Pedro Morales, and now he's on his way to surpassing Hulk Hogan, I believe y'all were saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Bob Backlund? I kept thinking, is he third or second? I know Hulk Hogan's second.
I mean, Bruno Sammartino, he's still the all-time record.
I'm going to say, Bruno Sammartino is still all-time. Well, even with both combined reigns. I don't know if he's third.
I think it's impossible to beat Bruno Sammartino's record, even for modern day.
Yeah,
this is WWE.
Bob Backlund is third. Pedro Morales was fourth. Hulk Hogan's second.
So, what is Bob Backlund's day reign thus far? Well, in his time.
Well, let me check. But I had to double check something about Pedro Morales' reign. But I'll get back to that in a moment. Bob Backlund's reign was 1978 to 1983.
So that's a total of 5 years.
Yeah, about 5 years, give or take.
Yeah, though, here's the thing about that. If you wanted to actually, use actual logic, then you would have to also, but that reign would technically be cut in half because remember, Antonio Inoki and Valentine were champion in between, and WWE doesn't acknowledge them.
Right, and of course, Antonio Inoki was honored by AEW at the first ever Wrestle Dream, where Adam Copeland arrived in another dream match you thought you would not see in this day and age. Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. Find a better technical match than that.
But Bob.
We finally got that match that were robbed of Forbidden Door.
The first Forbidden Door. Yep.
1 year waiting, 15 years in both men's thinking.
So there's something I looked up regarding Pedro Morales, the guy Roman surpassed.
And what's that?
Go ahead.
So I was looking at Roman Reigns' Universal Championship reign, and I also added in the dark matches and house shows. He's had a total of 54 matches.
And how many has Pedro had?
Well, if I don't include the house shows and dark shows, which should tell you there's a problem here, he had 210.
But here's the thing, Eric. Some people would say he's working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, except there's just one other major problem is the fact that this doesn't include house shows or dark matches, and the fact that back then was very different in terms of show schedules.
I'm well aware, brother.
Yeah,
As I'm literally punishing myself by going through every single WrestleMania up to WrestleMania 40. The journey to 40, me and JJ, we just got done with WrestleMania 4.
Condolences to your sanity.
You know,
I hate when y'all get to WrestleMania 9 because I heard that was one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
No,
and I haven't even watched it.
They'll get to WrestleMania 29 and then they'll cry.
Oh boy!
Don't fucking remind me.
Wait, what happened in WrestleMania 9?
It was a car wreck.
It was a car wreck.
And is that the one where Hulk Hogan politicked his way back to the title?
You are correct.
Yeah. And screwed Bret Hart and Yokozuna.
Yep. And then Taker's worst WrestleMania match with Giant Gonzalez.
On
that streak.
Disqualification.
Yes.
You guys are not helping me.
So, you want to know something I just looked up about Hulk Hogan, the guy that WWE rumoredly might consider having Roman surpass?
Brother.
What?
You want to know
to me, the most painful one is WrestleMania 30.
That made my mom stop watching wrestling, but go ahead, Eric.
If you add in only the TV shows and pay-per-views, Hogan wrestled 171 title defenses up until he lost. But if you add the house shows, 476.
There's some numbers for you, folks, and it's easier math than Steiner math. How about that hot shit?
Yeah. Now think about this. Roman Reigns is closing in, has surpassed Pedro Morales, who had nearly 300 title defenses, and Roman has less than half of 100.
Well, there you go. Logic and numbers. The numbers don't lie. But speaking of numbers and speaking of not lying, yeah, you said MJF. Let's talk about the guy that has become the generational talent and also a Wrestler of the Year candidate in his own right, if not Care of the Year candidate. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. What can you not say about what this guy's done in and out of the ring?
Him versus Kenny Omega was like one of
classic
30-minute classic.
Put that in match of the year candidate.
Okay, but look. When we speak about match of the year, we got so many matches. I'm still arguing that Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay 2 is currently the contender for match of the decade.
Which has been uploaded by Twitter or by wrestling, well, by Based Wrestling.
That match, my favorite part is the Tiger Driver 91.
How the fuck was Kenny Omega not dead after that? I just want to put that out there right now.
I mean, Ospreay is even using Tiger Driver 91 in every cross promotion. He even used it against Mike Bailey.
Yep, and Bound for Glory. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, oof.
Mike Bailey survived. I think he calls it like the Ospreay Driver because he modified it a little bit.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, this is Kenny Omega, the guy who had to wrestle for several years as 3 world champions and holding 4 world title belts with vertigo and multiple wears and tears. Tilted hips, broken ankle, broken kneecaps, had to take stem cells just to get into some physical condition, then had to drop the mega title because he couldn't defend it because Tony Khan told him, okay, look, you can put over Hangman, but you gotta go home.
Right. Wait, did he drop the title to Vikingo?
You need to take care of yourself, bro.
Did Kenny drop the title to Vikingo?
He was supposed to, but like, you know, it never happened because he was hurt, and they said go home, man.
Yeah, they were trying to save Kenny Omega from himself, which is a lot easier said than done. But this
is what I said, and then you gotta remember. You have to wonder what was going through his doctor's head every time he had to deal with Kenny Omega and his insanity.
I'm pretty sure the doctor was like, my God, man, why you keep doing this to me? Damn it!
Hey, for all intents and purposes, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this conversation happened. Okay, Kenny, you're still banged up. You got to recover from all that. So you know wrestling, and you said I can't wrestle, right? Right. So no wrestling. I recommend getting plenty of sleep, but that doesn't mean I can still help run the company as an EVP and help develop the video game that I'm having trouble with. I hate my job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fight forever.
Yeah, fight forever, and the fighting may never stop. They literally might be fighting forever in and out of AEW if that
But-
Tuesday night showed us anything.
But man,
Yeesh.
Kenny Omega is a freaking Terminator. No pun intended. I mean, he is.
No pun intended.
You sure about that?
Look, he keeps coming back, injury after injury, and then now he's like giving the best matches. That while he's still here, because time knows that when he's gonna retire and everything, we're not ready for that, and we're gonna cry when he retires.
It sounds like he's not ready for it either, but even he's aware that time catches up to us all. But I wonder how much time the best bout machine has left to continue being what he has portrayed as.
And he said it after the collision, after the match, I went off the air and it was aired exclusively on YouTube that said, he's not in the best condition he once was, but he's going to try to make sure that he's going to make up for it and be on everybody's match of the year list, whether that be 2023, 2024, or 2025. And he's going to make sure that while supporting MJF, and I think right now, and I think we can all safely say that MJF is now 100% fully fledged babyface now.
Yeah. Also, speaking of that match we saw. Oh wait, I'll let Lex talk.
Go ahead, Lex.
I think this is like Kenny's passing of the torch to MJF.
It feels like it.
It really did feel like it after Collision went off there. If y'all watched the promo, it really did felt like it.
Because it started with the Elite, and now it has MJF as the face of the company.
So it seems, but again, with Switchblade Jay White, who arrived in AEW earlier this year, Bullet Club Gold forming, and now holding the Triple B hostage, it's the ultimate counterpuncher challenging the generational counterpuncher, I would say at this point. You have two counterpunchers that are going to main event AEW Full Gear from the Fabulous Forum in LA. But before we talk more on that, Eric, I believe you had a point.
Okay, so someone criticized MJF and Kenny Omega's match, and I was like, okay, they're criticizing, and they once again went with the narrative, this is killing the business. More specifically, that sequence where, clothesline, neat V-trigger, Hurricanrana segment part.
That explosive offense exchange.
Yeah,
man.
Once again, they go ahead and say, they're killing the business, and I was like, okay, dude, you're free to not like it. Perfectly fine. But you do realize this killing the business thing has been like a thing since 1920s France.
King, remind me, isn't the Young Bucks book called Killing the Business? I'm just saying. And
you are correct. That book came out like years ago, yes.
And technically speaking, and someone actually told me, that doesn't count. It wasn't mainstream yet. And I was like, okay, then as you continue to shift the goalposts, I'll just do this. Owen Hart, what he did was considered unconventional.
Just saying.
His floppy style and the Young Bucks admitted it was an inspiration for them.
Speaking of the book,
but again, we're not going to look at that. We're not going to talk about that. I'm just saying.
But yeah, like they go ahead and say that it's killing the business and whatnot. And I'll just say, well, when Hart made it mainstream, it was a thing in the 1920s in France specifically. I don't know about the rest of the world, but it was a thing even before Ric Flair was a construct in his father's eye.
Right? Just saying. Again, hindsight's 2020. People can have all the type of, thoughts they want on this versus that and that for this and blah blah blah, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, again, hindsight's 2020. Put your own freaking uneducated bias behind you if you have a brain, or go watch The Wizard of Oz and learn what having a brain means again. But anyway, maybe they're just, I don't know. But yeah, it's still baffling to me, considering Kenny Omega and how long he's been going in this business and what he's still willing to do to his body and well-being. Again, that Tiger Driver scared the shit out of me. I thought that he literally killed himself.
That made me curl watching it live. I was like,
I had to call that shit.
Yeah,
my neck twitched a little bit.
You and James talk about that match. I went on the old live stream and I saw it and I was just like, damn! Imagine
when I saw the
that match on the show,
right?
I was like shaking when I saw it live, and I was drinking my water. Like, oh my god, that's like. I hope Kenny's okay. I hope Kenny's okay.
Well, thankfully, he's still okay. But let's be honest, is Kenny Omega truly okay? I think people still wonder, by God, Kenny Omega, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is going on with you?
Man, in years to come, that brain of Kenny Omega will be studied by scientists.
Look, they're not going to study Kenny Omega's brain. They're going to study Vince's, because we all know Vince is the one that needs to be checked.
So let's just go ahead and shift gears to WWE when it's come like to never what I thought. Is WWE truly finally free from Vince McMahon creative? Again, we saw the merger deal go down. TKO, WWE and Endeavor is a thing. WWE and UFC have become one. Now they're worth $9 billion. Congratulations. To the point.
Wait, is WWE now on Disney?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, wait. Let me be more specific. Yes and no. No, because that's not happening in the States, but in certain countries in Asia, yes, they're on Disney Plus.
Ooh,
No, yeah.
so it won't be long before it makes its way down.
Actually, this was before the sale. They made a deal with Disney to have.
Right, I knew WWE was on Disney Plus before the sale, but now with this merger being fully completed, months ago, it won't be long before Disney Plus. Well, go ahead and say, "Hi, Peacock, we're taking over WWE now."
I think for you guys, you need to use a VPN to activate Disney Plus and watch WWE there.
Yes, exactly.
Because here we have it here. That's our streaming service for WWE.
Right. And again, at this point, can we actually say that Vince no longer influences creative in WWE with what Triple H has lately been doing with the product? I mean, we got general managers now on both Raw and SmackDown. We got glorified gold and white and gold and black championships with one brand defined as world championships, the other brand's defined as undisputed championships.
Well, to be fair, Noah, they're still saying that there's technically 3 world titles. Roman's just holding 3 belts.
Because technically 2, because according to what we also did Eric, he gave the blue one away in respect to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but they're still recognizing that
also
he still holds the belt. He holds 3 belts. So,
Also, the fact that that the authorities of SmackDown and Raw are former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
See, and I'm starting to figure out a picture. Like, to qualify as a GM, you got to be a former NWA World Champion. I've noticed that now.
That, you know what? I never put that together, but honestly, that's
so. Wait, does that mean LA Knight has a chance because he was at one point supposed to be the NWA World Champion and thus denying us the horrible reign of Tyrus?
As much as I want to say, he's not beating Roman Reigns this Saturday.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, we both know that wasn't going to happen.
Nah.
We should have saved it for Mania.
Then, look, here's the thing. I've said this already. When I heard that this match was happening, I was like, I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. Yep. He was on SmackDown. He was super over. And therefore, they got put in with Roman eventually. But I was like, okay, what do you have for him after? Because we all know he's not winning the title.
That momentum is going to be dead after Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Some people are saying, oh, he could take on the U.S. champion. Oh, yeah, we don't care. No one cares about the U.S. belt. In fact, didn't Rey Mysterio lose to Bobby Lashley clean, and that somehow did not equate title?
Correct, because he's going to defend against Logan Paul. And
at Saudi Arabia.
Guess what someone did pitch? And when I heard this, I was like, no, I would sooner gut my own organs out than see that. LA Knight versus Logan Paul, and I would be like, fuck.
it's a promo waiting to happen, dude. It's already happened.
They already had a promo with one another, so
They already had a promo with him and with Logan and Dominic, and they got reported they piped in the booze even more.
yeah.
I mean, how heavily do you need to pipe booze in for Dominic to just
Even when I went to Raw in Oklahoma City a couple of weeks back, the booze was not as loud for Dominic as many people like to claim it is.
Yeah,
It's because
here's my thought. If they were so desperate to get Logan and Dominic hated by the crowd, just go to Japan. That would have worked.
Yeah, you're asking way too much. I'm just saying.
Yeah, especially Logan's past. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
the loud boos are filtered, man.
I mean, it's WWE.
Yep.
What's truly 100% keyword 100% authentic in WWE. I'm just saying.
And now here's another big card we didn't anticipate: Jade Cargill in WWE.
That bitch
we did not.
in WWE. Yeah,
Is being showcased on all three brands, and we still don't know what brand she's going to be calling her home
or her first opponent.
Possibly, she might go to NXT first.
Well, she was.
No, there's been rumors saying they don't want to put her in NXT. They want to move her up.
There's been rumor that it's supposed to be Raw, supposed to be her home, rumored to be.
So she's gonna beat Rhea Ripley for the title because there's no way Rhea's losing in that.
Oh my God! Have you noticed all the women in Raw are powerhouses?
Yeah,
Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, the Jade
Nia
Cargill,
Jax.
The return of Nia Jax, unfortunately.
Natalia
which was a Vince move.
A powerhouse.
Yeah, well, Natalia's a generational, but they'll never give her the title, and
They won't.
For me, in my opinion, I'm just
but still, like all our powerhouses there, like it's like
Piper Niven.
Who's currently a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion forever. That's worth, and we're defending that on Halloween Havoc.
It's like the okay. How do I explain this without sounding it very funny? It's like equivalent of big men slapping meat.
Oh,
big meaty men.
Oh, so the meat division. Let's just go ahead and talk about that. Good God Almighty, the rival of the meat division. Miro versus freaking Powerhouse Hobbs broke out in meat chants, and now
Meat
everybody
forever.
right now.
Look, the
Chicago.
one thing that could have made that more insane is if Big E was there and he was the referee.
Oh my God! No, he's gonna like jive his hips while they chant meat.
Prince Nana will be there doing the dance alongside with the dance off waiting to happen. The fucking
and then they'll show Bryan Danielson backstage being like, and then John Moxley will have to stop him saying, "Bryan, you're not going out there." Okay.
No.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Bryan Danielson can get freaky at times, and it's so funny.
At times, that's putting it nicely.
He's been doing this since he joined AEW. I'm getting the feeling that he's been doing it since Talking Smack, especially when he tried to ruin AJ Styles' reputation forever. Hey AJ, I hear you're a flat earther.
Styles doing that nowadays, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't heard AJ in about a couple of months. What's he been doing?
So here's the thing: no idea when he's coming back. They were originally going to have him fight Roman at Crown Jewel, but didn't because we need to bury LA Knight or something. I don't know. Probably Kevin Nash whined about it again, and therefore they had to choose, and therefore friends for business. But there's word he might be back for the Rumble, and he could fight Roman at the Rumble, which, okay, cool. And there's no TLC pay-per-view in December, so can we still have that off-season?
I'm glad about that. They just need to get rid of Money in the Bank and put it back at a WrestleMania event. I'm just saying that's where the true Money in the Bank shines.
Yeah, I still say Money in the Bank should not be its own standout thing, but I will say this, again, it's crazy how many WWE PLEs have become internationally showcased to a stadium level and becoming more and more of a common thing now, to the point for the first time ever they're doing a big time show in Germany,
in
Berlin.
And now for the first time since decades of history, they're gonna have a Nazi U-boat commander name on there, which is still pissing me off.
Oh, God, Eric.
They need to main event Gunther in Germany.
Which it needs to happen with Dragunov, but the name itself is what it's gonna be like. Wait, why is his name like that? Why is his name Gunther?
Yeah, and I'll give
But
NXT.
here's the other thing: everyone seems to forget. Remember, they were trying to name an Austrian wrestler a Nazi U-boat commander, which Keith Lee still gets flack for, even though the context was understandable at that time.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
But here's the thing: Dragunov is born in Russia, and you're having these two with the current state of the world. That's saying something bad. By the way, one more thing: Sami Zayn lost it on Raw again.
I seen the promo earlier tonight. He did.
Well,
wait a minute.
That happened.
They're having PLE on Crown Jewel, which is also closer to where the conflict is happening right now.
That is correct.
Yes,
that's
correct.
Yes.
Man, I pray for their safety, man. That's
at the end of the day, you gotta just pray for the safety and well-being of these human beings, indifferent or not to the character or the individual. We have no right to dictate somebody's life. Period.
Right.
Also, speaking of PLE, I love that the fact that they're doing international tours for PLE. I hope they could go like Japan or like South Africa. They're planning to make WrestleMania in the UK, which is
they're not going to make the UK WrestleMania. Crown Jewel's going to get that, but Saudi Arabia is going to get WrestleMania before the UK.
I think, for what I've heard, that the UK won't get a WrestleMania till like 2026 to 2028.
I mean, they're going to like what? They got Minnesota, they got Nashville, and who knows what the heck else they might have booked at this point.
Wait. Speaking of, if they go to the UK, shout out to our fellow ATW and now pro wrestler Megan.
Yeah, give us too.
She will enjoy the hell of Mania in the UK.
Yeah, she deserves to. Absolutely.
Imagine if Cena and Shayna Baszler are both there.
Okay, yeah. I gotta say it right now. Ronda Rousey's wrestling on the Indies. What the fuck?
Wrestling Revolver in LA. Who would have thunk that?
Not on my bingo card. Damn it.
Yeah, and I was like, Tony, don't hire her, please.
Don't. Please don't.
That's gonna cause a lot of friction, and Tony, and she's gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm Ronda Rousey.
Go to the NWA. You can go there. Like
NWA.
Look. No. They've been trying to get back on track. They got rid of Tyrus finally after his little bigoted comments.
Wait, is New Japan right partnership with CMLL?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And MLW.
Yep.
And of course, we've seen how much the New Japan pro wrestling partnerships expand out. Now Stardom's officially under Bushiroad, and
now Tony Khan's partnered up with CMLL himself as well.
This is why we got the pound for pound. I'm just gonna say it right now. The real Forbidden Door is Rocky Romero. He made all this possible.
Yeah, he is. He is really.
There's no denying that. And now again,
technically speaking, COVID's the reason why it happened, because it's like, we need to get Moxley for the U.S. title. What do you want, Tony? A partnership.
Let's see. ..
Bring in Kenta.
Well, I mean, hey, Kenta showed up in Impact Wrestling Challenge Chris Sabin, who is now a record time 10-time X Division champion. Congratulations. As TNA Impact reached 1,000 episodes.
That just reminded me. Two things. One, AEW CMLL's partnership, there is a condition. Basically, it says, okay, you can still work with AAA, but keep them away from our guys, and we'll keep away from them.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, imagine that locker room if they actually act like gangsters on that.
Please don't put that out. Especially if MJF's trying to get them to actually do a show in Mexico, where people are still wondering why WWE hasn't done that yet.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not like they had the talent for it at the time.
Isn't the Lucha Brothers are gone from
AAA, yeah.
Yes.
Are they still on? They're not under contract anymore, right?
No,
No, they're still with
no.
AEW, but they left AAA, including Roos did.
Yep.
Oh,
And Roos officially
That's good
signed
for-
long
that's good
haul
for
with
them.
AEW.
And now
That's
LFI
good
is
for
back.
Yeah, now we just need to get Pac back, but for some reason, international politics stops that, or some visa
Visa
thing.
issues.
These
Yep.
issues again.
Oh gosh, I tell you what, that friggin' stuff. I feel bad for anybody that has to deal with that. Still pisses me off to this day. By the way, since we're talking so much about again, what about Trinity? Trinity shining in Impact Wrestling, not only arriving to Impact but beating Deonna Purrazzo, handing her first ever submission loss, and still is the Knockouts World Champion, beating Mickey James and Bound for Glory. What about the rise of Trinity and her impact?
Yes. And Mercedes' arrival to Japan.
Mercedes Monet. Let's not forget about that
That was
either,
the
man.
first. What the fuck? Wrestle Kingdom.
But
I think
before I get to that, there's something I wanted to tell King. King, would you go to Dallas, Texas, if I told you there's going to be a major New Japan show?
Uh-oh.
Why are you adding to the list of decisions I have already yet to make?
Well, it's coming on November 10th, and let me tell you the matches they announced.
Here we go.
Spin the wheel.
For the Never Openweight Championship, Shingo Takagi takes on Trent Beretta.
Trent?
Mayo Otawi versus Stephanie. I cannot pronounce that last name. And the
Bakir.
From CMLL.
Yeah. Also, let's see. Eddie Kingston for the Strong Openweight Championship will defend the title against Kojima.
Oh, nice, Brett.
Hikuleo and ELP will fight for the New Japan Strong Openweight.
You mean Bart and Ernie, but continue.
Shut the fuck up!
Also, let's see. Okay, three more matches are there. We're going to get the scum of the earth TJP, who no one likes, to take on Mystico.
Interesting. For those that don't know, I think
and because I'm going to piss you both off and make your decision very easy.
Wait. Is Mystico the same thing? Sin Cara?
The OG Sin Cara.
It's like, I haven't seen her. Where is it? Oh, wait, he's in CMLL.
Yeah. Also, just to piss Noah and King off, they're going to have Toriano versus Joey Janelle.
What?
Yeah. But King, I'm going to tell you something that might make you want to go. They're going to have the New Japan World Television Champion Zack Sabre Jr. to take on, defending his title against Mike Bailey.
Oh.
Speedball has been a run since Speedball's been a run this year.
Let's see here.
It will be Friday, November 10th.
Candidates. You got MJF, you got Will Ospreay, you got Speedball Mike Bailey. I mean, again, these guys are insane. Bryan Danielson, if he can friggin' make it through the rest of the year, dadgummit. It's just unbelievable.
That's a big if.
Wait, is the injury that he sustained during Dynamite was actually a legit injury?
Yeah.
It's legit.
Man,
that's why.
Oh my! Wait, so if he's injured right now, so next year is gonna retire. Oh Jesus Christ! I don't know the timetable.
Well, unless he says, unless he tells his daughter, like, remember when I told you I said I was gonna retire by the time you turn 7 or 8? Can you turn 9 and then I'll retire? I gotta make it for lost time.
That'd be such a Bryan Danielson move.
Wait. Hey, Birdie, I'm gonna retire. Psych, no. You turn 9 first.
She'll have Brian would have until May 9th.
Well, he's gonna make it for lost time. You know he is. We're like, remember I told you I'm gonna retire by the time you turn this age? Well, stretch that. Let's wait another year. I gotta make it for lost time from that working orbital bump.
Someone tells me that's gonna involve getting after Kazuchika Okada if Claudio Castagnoli doesn't get to him first.
Oh yeah, Claudio called him out on Collision
Wasn't Malachi Black supposed to fight him?
I think that's what they were building to. Again, we don't know the House of Black's agenda, and that might just got turned into a whole different direction with Brian Danielson now injured, but I really would want to see that match. But speaking of Kazuchika Okada, let's talk about Okada's 2023 a little bit, because he's giving us some what the fuck moments. He invaded Pro Wrestling Noah, took out Kata Kiyomiya. He took on Kata
displayed a
Kiyomiya.
personality for once in God knows how many years.
That too. And of course, he took on Kato Kiyomiya at Keiji Muto's Last Love. Keiji Muto now officially retired.
I remember
that
that spot where Kaito shoots on Okada, then Okada was like not having it.
Yeah, when did Okada all of a sudden, I'm just going to attack the youngins all of a sudden in 2023?
We're talking about Kato Kiyomiya. We're talking about Kento Miyahara. We're talking about Ren Narita, Shota Umino, all these people that want to get a piece of the Rainmaker. And he's like, y'all ain't on my level. Y'all ain't worth my time. It's like, fuck you.
Okada he turned to murder Okada and it's like, fuck them kids.
Quite literally. Quite literally. He's not wrong. Quite literally.
So, King, what are you going to choose for November and December events?
I will get back to you on when we do the Full Gear Impromptu.
And of course, will be happening.
But the
King, that's gonna be a decision waiting for your boss. Like, how many leaves do you need this year? A lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Oh wait. Okay, King, I'm just gonna let you know this decision immediately. The New Japan show Lone Star is November 10th, 7 p.m. and tickets are already on sale.
Oh dang! So you're not well.
So now you have about.
I'm probably going to have to scratch that one out because Arlington December 13th, and then Garland for both Ring of Honor Final Battle, and then Collision Friday, Saturday, and then Oklahoma City December 20th.
I'm looking at the sections. The closest to the ring is between $99 to $300.
That sounds about right for that building and that type of venue and type of stuff.
That's a good reasonable price.
For that type of venue.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this year's been fucking nuts. That's really all I gotta say about that.
And here's the thing, guys. It's gonna get bigger, or in terms of tribalist warfare, worse next year because there are going to be what seems to sound like about 20 or so contracts coming up in AEW, Japan, and Impact, and WWE and AEW.
The big war of 2024, and I do wonder who will be the richest prize to go after. That's not Will Ospreay at this point.
Yeah, Will Ospreay, he's already been expected.
Yeah, he's expected to go all elite, but that could change.
Exactly.
Let's see. We could and not only that, but TKO and Endeavor are in debt, and they're like, should we really invest that much money into Sheamus and Drew McIntyre?
Wait.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Let me explain on that. So in sports terms, to make it simple, it's either whether you're a big name or you're a mid card or you're a lower card. You're going to have to take a pay cut or leave.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Drew McIntyre has still not signed yet.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, and Sheamus, remember, he was pissed off with WWE for like, look, I had this huge momentum from Clash of the Castle, and you squandered it.
And he also thinks that Roman Reigns is overrated, and I completely agree.
So,
which I've heard he's been creatively,
could you imagine Drew Galloway and Sheamus leaving a WWE and going either Japan, AEW, or Impact?
I mean, the Grizzly Young Vets finally got out of the cesspool that was their creative in NXT and finally returned to what they are known for, and that is tag team wrestling.
Yes. Oh, speaking of tag team wrestling, DIY reunited.
Oh, nice. Good to see that.
Yeah, they happened tonight. They had a match tonight.
But I heard their theme song. It kind of sounds like the Disney XD intro song.
Yeah, people hate the theme song. But here's the thing. You want to know something? WWE has a plan for them. Here's the plan. DIY, you are the most popular tag team in this industry, right? Right. You've had the most iconic feud that defined NXT. Right.
Yes.
Yes, that lasted for 2.5 years, and sadly, we never got Hell in a Cell out of it. Yeah, that was a missed
Well,
opportunity.
yeah.
But DIY, we're thinking of turning the Miz face and teaming with you guys to take on Volta and the Imperial because of course. And the Miz is your leader, essentially. He's gonna challenge Volta for the IC title. He's gonna try and win his Fatal 4-Way match. They've already started the feud, so DIY, you gotta get ready to be Miz's lackeys for faces.
God have mercy on my soul.
God. So Ciampa is going back to being Mrs. Lackey. Oh my God.
Actually, King, it's going to be worse. It's not just lackey; they're going to be teammates in terms of them being faces because they're going to turn Miz face because that always works.
And Miz is always better as a face. Okay, well, that's the thing. In other news, Hikaru Shida won the AEW Women's World Championship twice this year, and is the first Grand
And as a
Prix
three-time champ.
Yeah, she made history, and she's to continue to make history. But go ahead and say it, King.
First of all, before I get to that, Hikaru Shida, I call her as the outcast killer. But second of all, if you insist, timeless.
A timeless encounter awaits at Full Gear, and I almost fear for Hikaru Shida becoming, dare I say it, transitional.
As much as I like Tony and I respect her character.
No, you gotta make an exception. You have to make an exception with this. She's going to be transitional to make someone sensational. Yes,
I King, remember when was that during AEW Dark? Here comes Lufer, and speaking Luferian, now he's become a butler of Tony Stark.
Don't remind me, Lex. Don't remind me.
Did you go to AEW's roster page?
It's Luther.
Yeah, and he's black and white.
The butler Luther with an A, not an ER, with an A.
He never looked more intelligent.
Well, I guess SAP is dead.
That's going to presumably join Tony Storm's little Hollywood entourage.
Yeah, Mariah May, possibly.
Mariah May from Club Venus from Stardom.
And of course, Stardom, congratulations to Suzu Suzuki that won the 5-star Grand Prix and will challenge Tam Nakano when she comes back from injury at Dream Queendom, of course, the end of this year. Oh, and by the way, guys, Dream Queendom is also the final week of the year before we head into the new year and kick off with Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep.
And you're going to all hate that day.
Dream Queendom? I'll try to catch that one.
No, mostly Noah's going to hate that day because all this falls on a Wednesday.
And a Wednesday is on Dynamite Day. Yeah, we know.
Holiday Bash, New Year's Smash.
Also, NXT does a special on Tuesday night, and you have to do the Jeff Meacham network, and therefore you have to basically work for 24 hours.
Don't put that out there in the ether, Eric. Go ahead, Lex. You were trying to say something.
If you do it, Triple H and Sean, give me $50,000. I'm still on money.
You're not getting anything. Stop asking. Anyway, go ahead, Lex. Damn it.
Wait, so Stardom. Is Kyrie gone from Stardom now?
Yes.
Bon voyage. She had her last match.
I think she's heading back to WWE.
She is. She's already been confirmed.
Eric, this might be the last hope for you to finally get Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but Asuka's not champion, and Io Sky, let's be real, if Bianca wins the belt, then we're all fucked.
Well, for some reason they didn't give it to Charlotte Flair.
Wait. Unless Jade Gargle intervenes.
Yeah, true.
Well, considering the fact that Bianca went on an interview and she kind of teased the match with Jade, I wouldn't be surprised.
For that, though.
Well, this is WWE, Eric, so...
I know. But remember, at one point they did want to have Bayley versus Sasha Banks for no title at all. And that was said to be, that would have been a first for WrestleMania because a women's match that features no actual stakes, just a story.
Yeah,
And then they scrapped it because, of course,
Charlotte Flair not involved with the title. Who would have thought you ever hear that type of freaking sentence come out there? I'm just saying.
Oh, as for Charlotte, I just realized something. What's going to happen to her now that Ric Flair has, quote, turned traitor?
Well, I don't know if they're still as petty. Last time I checked, they still have the Woo in the WWE entrance. So, I mean, I don't know, honestly. If I'm being
here's the thing. Here's the thing. WWE had been obsessed trying to make Charlotte get up there to Ric Flair's record and surpass it because he almost died. Therefore, we need to exploit that for all we can because, of course, which is sad and depressing. And then he's still here, and now he's in AEW, so they can't give Charlotte any more title reigns to surpass Ric Flair because then the moment won't exist because he's in the All Elite zone.
The
All Elite zone.
All right. That's
but don't worry. Christian Cage is out there to murder his father's stuff.
Oh my God!
Oh God! What if Christian Cage brings up the fact that Charlotte Flair has had enough of her dad?
The character Christian Cage. What can you not say about this?
That is America's Father of the Year. I'm putting that on the record now.
What the fuck, King?
Wait. We need. If AEW lands on a Father's Day, we need Christian Cage.
No!
Yes!
No!
That's a good idea, Lex.
That is horrible!
Very good. The week of Father's Day, you have Christian invade Dynamite, and you have him invade Collision, and we're going to have a tribute to Father's Day. A 2-part series.
Oh my God.
I feel bad for those.
Okay, just to ruin the dream, it's on a Sunday. So unless AEW does a pay-per-view on June 16th of 2024, then no.
I ain't trying to say do a pay-per-view. Just have it do a tribute.
No. I wanted to have it on that day.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh, but you want to know what could have been interesting had Bray Wyatt signed with AEW and Christian brought up the dead father stuff?
Oh.
You want to know what Bray Wyatt could have responded back with?
What?
He could reference his earliest promo when he started where he implied he murdered his dad by setting his boat on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Now imagine it like your father's dead. Yeah, I know. I set him on fire. Oh.
In other news, Eddie Kingston won the Ring of Honor World Championship and is a total champion and also went through his first ever G1
Now only we
climax.
can have him fight MJF and then we'll be perfect.
But that's babyface now, so that kind of defeats the purpose.
Come on,
you can still make Eddie Kingston the Mad King.
He's always mad.
Right, I was about to say.
I mean, like he hasn't tried to set anyone on fire in about 2 years.
It's still etched in my mind from Anarchy in the Arena. Still etched in my mind.
I'm still saying they could have made a lot of money with Pop Funkos to donate them.
Oh, Lord.
Looking like Trevor from a GTA 5 loading screen if you wanted to with Eddie Kingston with that.
And we're still waiting for GTA 6 that's supposed to be $150 and 2 CDs. God.
Oh, imagine if they actually put Eddie Kingston in GTA 6 as a character in there in the story.
Wait, it's supposed to be on New York City setting, not on because it's going to be Vice City.
Liberty City. That's supposed to be doing Vice City.
What are we doing Vice City?
That's Miami.
Yeah, but Eddie Kingston is from New York, so it won't fit.
No, it doesn't. I don't care.
If we want it to actually fit, then how about this? I know I'm about to get a little political here, but let me just say this. If the character can have us beat up a Ron DeSantis past Chief's character, I'll be all for it. I'll pay $150 for that moment.
Sign me up.
Endorsed by the enforcer himself. Oh my God.
Right. Since we're on this Ring of Honor topic, Katsuyori Shibata full time in Ring of Honor as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
Still haven't used a single rope break and seems virtually unstoppable.
And he said he's ready to make the commitment via iPhone text message.
Translator. His English is not that good.
Of course, the best promo of all time. Google Translate.
On October 1st,
we're actually going to start replacing people in wrestling. It's just not in WWE, surprisingly.
Yeah, ChatGPT will be bought by WWE. It'll be a whole different.
Oh my
story.
God, no!
No.
You realize Vince
happened?
is probably thinking that he could be like, I can make an AI to create my stories.
Well,
Welcome our new computer overlords.
Hey, here's the thing. WWE would invest AI and then it would crash.
well, considering the fact that, considering the fact that Vince was spotted with Taker at the Tyson Fury Francis fight, he was seated with Mike Tyson and Eminem at that fight.
Eminem.
Yes. So get this: Vince McMahon, and then Mike Tyson sitting next to him, and then Eminem sitting right next to him.
Okay, so how did Mike Tyson not lose himself between that madness?
No. Here's a better thing. Here's a better question. Did Vince do something stupid and say something racially charged, saying, "What's up, dogs"?
Oh my God.
Okay, do-rag Vince.
Well, that or Vince says the N-word, and you don't want to see that yet.
Eric.
Jesus Christ, please. No, let's not go back to 2005.
That was so wrong on so many levels.
Look, this is Vince. He'll say something stupidly offensive.
Well,
I know, but
considering the fact
he hasn't had a chance to in a while, and it's been so freaking relieving. And then you put that out there.
Well, considering the fact I did see a video of him walking around with a cane, so yeah, like the rumored reports of him, getting to where he needed to go with the walking cane, that is true.
Look. I know what I said was considerably destructive, but do you want to bring this up again? Noah, show the screen.
What is this? What is
show
this?
it.
All right, fine, good. Because I think we're about close to wrapping it up.
Oh God!
What the?
Oh God!
The fact that is a thing makes me sad.
But of 2023, for whoever fought,
I think I need Jesus.
That have to be a reality.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to pray a long prayer for that.
Wait. 10 Hail Marys and 10 I don't know what else.
Actually, here's the thing. They go into the talk about what the process is of them extracting the bacteria from her. And the fact that is a thing disturbs me.
And the fact that you're talking about it disturbs us.
The fact that you looked this up and you sent this to us disturbs my mind a bit.
This is what I don't see.
Wait. Eric, I already saw that. I saw that already from Eric's tweet, but he brought it up.
I talked about it, and I just said we need a task force.
Wait. He brought it up again in this one, and just made me activate my full-on PTSD from it.
Congratulations, Eric. You have achieved chaos.
As you normally do.
Yeah, look, at least it's not like Elon Musk and how he's been handling Twitter the past year.
Oh, jeez.
Why must I suffer?
Oh, by the way, Noah, you're probably going to be out of a job on content creating soon.
Oh.
Why? Is Elon Musk going to buy YouTube?
No. That's a possibility down the road, but no idea. No, it's this.
All right, let's see what you got.
Dang. What's this?
So the problem across
an AI tool
that will allow users to create videos that uses the voices of famous musicians.
Well, I mean, hey, Japan already does virtual concerts with video game characters from Splatoon and Miku Hatsune. So I mean, I guess anything's possible. So
Oh, I thought you said Mikey Ito. I was like, whoa! Oh,
don't give him ideas. I mean, and I still don't know who has the harder head, Mikey Ito or Killer Kelly. Just saying.
Oh, by the way, TWP is going to Los Angeles, and Maki Ito's set to be there.
Why does Los Angeles get all the damn Japanese professional wrestling?
Wait. Cindy could technically go there and see Maki Ito and probably take a picture of her, and King can cry about it,
and then flip off the word and be like, "Fuck you."
Wait,
Do it.
Vegas
do it.
has been turning up. Vegas has been turning up lately with all the wrestling events.
Well, Vegas is getting freaking TNA when they come back to life, as we talked about. TNA,
And they just had NJPW. They just had Fighting Spirit Unleashed too last weekend.
and again, that was a great show.
Wait,
Here's Takagi
wait,
once again,
if-
never openweight champion.
If TNA is back, should they go back to Orlando?
They would have, but I'm pretty sure they thought
No.
Vegas was a better offer.
Yeah, about what? Vegas a better offer, dude. This is fucking Vegas we're talking about. Nothing cheap there. You sell me?
But I did hear Cross the Line when that Hard to Kill pay-per-view got promoted. I did hear Cross the Line theme, so it makes me wonder, are they going back to that theme? Because if so, good.
Yeah, I think it's a good move on their part. And besides, Florida has freaking Ring of Honor still at times. It's still the home of AEW when you got Jacksonville. And primarily, it's the home of NXT. While it's still not my NXT, it's still better than it used to be. And congrats to Hila Dragon on finally winning the NXT Championship. And
I'll admit,
Hayes put on the classic. I give credit where credit's due.
I'll admit, it's still not mine either. But at least it was better than that Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award splattered paint color.
That's an insult to
With the
Nickelodeon.
over-sexualization.
Wait. They still need to change the color of their championship. It's still
It's still got this. Yeah, it still does. Yeah.
It's still got the rainbow tint, but it is what it is. So semantics, you know.
It's still better than what it used to be.
What is this? What is this? Skittles Taste the Rainbow Championship?
So far, WWE has not had a sponsorship with Skittles, which really surprised me. They've had
Ferrero Rocher, but I digress.
And of course, Pizza Hut, and of course, Cinnamon Toast Crunch that made JJ even rinse. So there you go.
And Slim Jim, because
well, I saw that, and again, it was just.
Slim Jim. I'm gonna snap you into a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dig it. Oh God.
Ooh,
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine if Randy Savage was still alive today and he actually showed up on WWE television hanging out with LA Knight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Again, R.I.P. Macho Man Savage. I got done calling wrestling.
Well,
that's nice.
The best moment that he wrestled Spider-Man and give him an elbow drop.
It's Mary Jane watching on from the opposite corner while Miss Elizabeth watches on from Macho Man's corner. Sorry, I had to go there.
Look, no. If you've been reading Spider-Man comics, it's been misery for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I've seen it. I still prefer the old one, so I refuse to buy a copy of the new one. So
don't worry, the Ultimate Universe is going to have Parker married with kids. So finally, we get a grown-up Peter Parker.
Doesn't mean he's a grown-up. Just means he had a grown-up moment. I'm just saying. But anyway, again, and again, going back to the NXT, like I said, they're doing more with their women's division than Raw and SmackDown combined in WWE. It's
and AEW. The only one that really has a run for their money is Impact.
Still a leader. Still the leader.
Go Kim. One woman.
7-time Knockouts World Champion. And, of course, shout out to Tracy Brooks, the OG, that finally went into the Impact Hall of Fame. The fact that they got the likes of Deonna Purrazzo, long may she reign, Kylan King, Masha Slamovich, Giselle Shaw, Killer Kelly, just to name a few, and Trinity, all underneath this division, that says something, period.
Yes, especially when you have to also remember, New York Comic-Con happened, Mercedes was there, and they kept asking invasive questions.
Oh, yeah, I did see the video.
Where they were like, hey, you want to talk about the time when WWE gaslit you and Naomi? Do you want to reveal anything that might have been personal secrets? Because I don't know why I'm asking you, because I'm not your friend.
For me, that was hard to watch. I had to click off of it.
Some curiosity causes insanity. By the way, happy Halloween to everybody here on the East Side. Enjoy your spectacular nonsense. Blah. Not a real holiday. Anyway, I said what I said. It's just crazy what's happened so far this year, and you figure about what's ahead. I mean, look at what November has. You got Crown Jewel, glorified house show in Saudi Arabia. What the fuck ever. You got freaking Point that was already pre-recorded. You got the finish of the Junior Tag League, and you got Power Struggle, where apparently Greto Khan, all hail, the Ultimate Pip. Sorry, your girl.
Also,
That's all right.
here's a tangent. We're 61 days away till the end of 2023.
And one of those days, literally 2 days prior, has a pay-per-view from AEW on our screens.
Yes.
Yeah.
December.
Like Kenny Omega say, what a good way to end it, with a bang.
Yeah, but what sort of bang, and how does the world change?
And speaking of Omega, I forgot to mention this. Omega and Jericho will be in tag action on Dynamite against Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Cool Hand Angelo Parker.
Oh, God. Gonna get a taste of sports entertainment.
Oh, my God.
Forget Don Callis will be on commentary, I'm sure, recruiting. As he recruited Kyle Fletcher apparently into this family because of the hate he demonstrated against the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Good grief.
Also, speaking of other wrestling stuff, Roman Reigns is said not to be wrestling at Survivor Series because, of course.
If that is true, then that is WWE's biggest L, because that is one of your main champions, supposedly, and you're not having them wrestle on a big PLE. Like,
Big Four, about to add. Big Four.
Exactly. So
but
what's
again,
the point?
Just because.
Wait, is Survivor Series still doing War Games again?
I don't know
yet.
We don't know.
No one knows what the fuck they're doing at this point. Is Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis going to actually fight for, God help me say this phrase, brand supremacy in 2023?
Apparently, okay, so the last thing I heard, other than Roman's going to take a 2-month vacation for the rest of the year, so basically continuing screwing over the whole 30-day no champion thing. So that's not.
That got out of the window a long time ago. But
long time ago when Brock Lesnar held the Universal Championship, that was long gone.
How about the fact that Brock Lesnar's not actually involved in a premium live event on a big stage with a
or Saudi Arabia? He's been in all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of weird when you think about it. When you said
apparently
that,
there was a reported reason. I never looked into it, but there was apparently a reason why they didn't want Lesnar at the show.
Let the man take his break if needed to be, though.
Let the man retire and just enjoy himself.
That too.
He gave the torch to Cody Rhodes.
And that was unplanned.
He showed Cody respect. Just saying.
But is that torch going to be fulfilled? Nah.
I don't know at this point, man. I don't know. The story never ends. Never-ending story. There's your great throwback DDR song for you folks. But
so I went to I found the article where they said that why he's not in the creative mix. They decided not to bring Lesnar back because here's the thing that. This is kind of a sign that Lesnar probably should start thinking about other options. They said, Lesnar, we were going to book you for the show, but you see, Roman Reigns and LA Knight and John Cena and the Devil Logan Paul sold out the arena immediately. You're kind of useless to us.
Can't maybe. I mean, again, you can't. Well, I mean, I feel like Brock Lesnar still is a draw. They just don't want to put the extra expense in that draw. And if they are in depth, like you're saying, they're going to try and BC. There's a reason why they cut Emma right before they talked about doing Elimination Chamber in her home country of Australia.
And then she said, never mind. Scratch that.
Damn.
Also, I don't know if you saw this, but apparently there was a segment with Baron Corbin on NXT where he was going to talk, and then LA Knight came out, and he just was like, I quit. Essentially, where he just walked out of the interview when LA Knight's music started. Probably
a wise move. You're not going to out-mic L.A. Knight.
No. Here's the thing. They were backstage. The interviewer introduced Corbin, saying, Corbin, can I get your thoughts on et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And Corbin was about to say something, and then the L.A. Knight's music hit, and it's like...
He knew he was had. Poor Baron Corbin, for all the crap he gets, I'll give the guy credit too. He went through and endured and adapted a lot of bullshit. And this whole thing about burned down ships being back in NXT seems to give him some sort of reprieve. I would not say
I just
revival.
looked it up. Brock Lesnar will not be back until probably to the build up to Rumble.
So until January. Got it.
Okay, so what are they gonna do? Brock Lesnar versus Gunther?
It kind of was it kind of was in the creative plans before it got erased.
Mania, and they said, "Screw that! We're gonna have Sheamus and Drew McIntyre take a double power bomb."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, again,
which was still an awesome visual.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it would be a crazy ass visual. I mean, again, we got Full Gear, we got freaking Final Resolution, we got NXT Deadline, we got Ring of Honor Final Battle, we got Power Struggle, we got Stardom's Dream Queendom. So there's still a lot left in this year, and it all culminates at the end at World's End. So we'll see.
Okay, so here's what
next year it will all change.
Yeah, what's up, Eric?
I found out about Survivor Series. So, okay, in one report it said yes, they were going to bring it back for this year, War Games and Survivor Series. But then WrestleVotes later came out with a new report saying that they've been going back and forth about the matchup for it. And within the last few weeks, the thought was to keep the story only on the Raw side of things. But the sense from the source says that might have changed. So it's like we don't know now.
Yeah, so it's just for all dark.
And here's my theory. Here's what I'm thinking. I think the original plan was going to be the Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens.
Still saying Jey Uso should have won at SummerSlam. What a freaking drizzling shits.
Which bingo card, which I don't know how I don't think it got added. Jimmy turning on Jay.
Yeah,
that thing.
When
they jump the shark.
The ultimate fucking hypocrite, and I stand by it. Anyway, continue.
But yeah. Also, did you see a segment with Roman on Raw? I mean, on SmackDown.
What?
Okay, Jimmy Uso was on SmackDown. He was saying, "I'm hurt, man. I'm on the injured list. I can't do anything." And then Roman Reigns just looks at him like, "You what?" And then Jimmy just says, "I'm off the injured reserve list. I can do something." And I was like, actual conversation, a great glimpse into the meetings of Vince McMahon and how he forces talent to work.
Also, have you noticed that ever since the schism has been disbanded in NXT,
Joe Gacy's been MIA since the schism died.
Wait. Paul Heyman is recruiting who? The Rock's daughter.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So Ava Ray is going to be the person coming out underneath the hoodie at Saudi Arabia. Okay.
Or this is to set up The Rock and Roman eventually. Oh, by the way, Rock returning on SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
That's the part of the bingo card. Yep.
Again, I mean, it's one of those things that you don't think about out of nowhere. On a general SmackDown, nothing special about it. General SmackDown in Denver, Colorado. The Rock returns to his show.
Wait, speaking of part times and everything, is John Cena's gonna wrestle until the strike's over?
Yep, he confirmed it. He confirmed it during the he confirmed it during the Fastlane. Yep, he confirmed on the Fastlane press conference that he will wrestle until the strike for the actors has been completed.
And currently negotiations are set to continue, but certainly we don't know when it's going to end.
Yay, we're going to get more John Cena wrestling.
The corporate side, Noah, has already been completed. The actor side of the strike has not.
Okay, that's fair.
But there is something else. Guess who is officially cleared and ready to go?
Kyle O'Reilly?
Thunder Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
It's about dang.
But here's the problem. There's a problem.
Creative.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa's like, okay, I'm doing all this work. When can I come back? Do we have a plan? No, we don't. God damn it. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll come back to you on that.
Just like Serena Deeb, may I add?
Those two should be a tag team, in my opinion. That's a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, the obvious solution here is to have Thunder Rosa take on the women's champ Hikaru Shida, but that would be asking too much.
Or Serena Deeb for that match. Serena Deeb, Hikaru Shida's one of her greatest rivals.
Serena Deeb, they're saying she's been at the shows lately, but they haven't brought her back officially since there's still some things to work out.
So she's basically injured still, or
No,
what you
I
having?
think it's more like, well, I think it might be the injured part, but I think it's more like they're thinking about bringing her back officially now because of all the stuff might have been washed over with.
Oh, good.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
No, I think she has backstage heat at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
so
that was the
part
thing.
is
I'll
true.
do it.
Yeah, and they said, and apparently there was that disconnect going on with Tony Khan's signature. I have a terrible reason of communication.
Oh,
But that might be changing. She's been recently seen backstage, so that might be changing soon.
Well-
Not sure if that means she's coming back on TV yet. Probably the same reason like Thunder Rosa's not back, because we got nothing right now because we could.
Again,
like,
AEW
we
needs
need-
to go
we
through some
need-
serious changes. There's no denying that.
Yeah. Also,
Definitely.
oh, what, Lex?
go ahead, Lex.
we need Shida versus Deeb again.
Yes.
I completely agree.
We need Rio versus Serena Deeb again.
And speaking of, Riho, where has she been? That's another one.
I think.
Japan probably.
Japan, I thought, because I know her and I think Emmy or Yuka, or maybe all three. I think they're both.
Yuka is coming to the U.S. full time in 2024. She's even working at AEW full time.
Yeah, the magical girl. Oh, that.
Because everyone from what do you call this Choco Pro like is on the U.S. excursion right now.
That sounds about right. And of course, Emi Sakura, the friggin' teacher there, just took on Akashi again. Very game match. But AEW still needs to do more with the women's division. I have noticed, though, they have showcased good amount of women this week, and we're finally seeing some storyline develop with Sky Blue, Chris Statlander, Will Nightingale, and maybe Julia Hart, and that's a whole different situation. So, again, I'm curious what that leads to, and
Also,
who's next to step up to Stat at this point.
also thank God that Baker is taking a break at the moment.
I don't blame her.
I must be
Yeah,
there
but
for Adam.
Adam.
Baby. And also, I
Yeah.
have a real job as well. I work as a dentist. Let's not forget that, guys.
Yeah.
I think Britt Baker shut down her dental practice for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept hearing that back in the summer she kind of stopped her dental business for a while because she wanted to concentrate more on AEW.
Oh, that's respectful. And she's
Yeah,
not.
women's
that's
division.
what I was hearing, though. I don't know yet.
Again, the whole thing about it, does she want to be like at the mantle with that mantle as the face lead of the women's division? Then there's the whole talk about she wants other people to get a chance at that. And right now, you look at other people who kind of have that spot right now. It's Hikaru Shida, Chris Statlander. They're doing something with Julia Hart and Sky Blue with Willow probably as accessory. This Ruby Soho, Angela Parker crossover might be something. And the other ones right now, it's kind of like
Okay.
good.
Can we agree that Abaddon is back and she faced Shida for the championship?
Oh,
but
yeah.
in a street fight, Halloween street fight.
Yeah, and she dressed as Spawn.
Yeah.
Spawn versus
Wow.
Spawn versus Ada Wong.
Spawn versus Ada Wong.
That's a Resident Evil reincarnation if I've ever heard of it. That was fun though. But
Also, there's another criticism going. There's another thing going on by AEW that made me go, no.
Oh boy, here we go. What is it?
Nyla Rose, because she wants to push the Crisis on Infinite Championships, has been saying, let's do a tag team division for the women. No.
The only company that knows how to do women's tag team wrestling on the Western Front is Impact. Period. And MK Ultra, they are unstoppable.
Let's not forget.
Oh Lord! Here we
Let's
go.
not forget
MK Ultra stuff.
The WWE women's titles are cursed.
Yeah, we're cursed.
We actually acknowledge that's cursed.
Yes,
What?
ready, nice, ready. What that has?
God.
Oh, by the way, there is something going on.
He's returning soon.
There's okay. So as we know, Ricky Starks and Big Bill are the tag champs.
That was not my bingo card.
Yep, you can have that one.
Beating FTR in decisive squash.
FTR wanted to do that, by the way, because they think that Ricky Starks and Big Bill have something going for them.
So apparently the original end game plan was going to be FTR versus the Bucks or whoever at Full Gear, and then all of it fell apart. No one knows why, and because no one knows why, we have to make the mindless speculation that FTR doesn't want to put over the Bucks or some BS like that. And I was like, what if TK just likes the act currently going over with Ricky Starks and Big Bill, and he decided to prolong that?
In which that's Big Bill's first ever championship in wrestling in his wrestling career. Think about that, folks.
Championship with Enzo Amore. How you doing? I'm just saying.
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
Can we also review on the fact that Santana and Ortiz fought on Rampage?
Was that their first ever one-on-one match? I think.
I believe so.
One-on-one.
Yeah, I saw the storyline and I was like, okay, I'm trying to wonder, is this legitimate? Like they're gonna kill each other, or is this gonna be like we're gonna be fishing about it?
Well, it's also one of those things though we talk about all the time. If you are not willing to work with each other, at least you're willing to work for the company, for the business, because there's money.
Then all the AEW Elite Tribalists and Punk Tribalists were like, wait, that's a thing?
Well, Mike Santana give you another
also the fact that
Rampage. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Also the fact that we never get the opportunity to get them as a tag team champion still bothers me to this day.
Best friends like to say hello to that too.
Don't remind me of that.
But let's not forget the pandemic era. They gave us those two teams gave us the best.
They ran the pandemic era for AEW.
They ran through it.
Period.
No, I mean the parking lot brawl. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Parking lot fights.
Great.
Let's not forget about the parking lot fight. Again, it wasn't WWE. It was different.
Did anyone watch the latest NWA pay-per-view?
Sam Hain. By the way, shout out to Kenzie Page, who beat 1X. Did not see that coming, but congratulations. And EC3, NWA World's Champion. Still weird to me.
Trouble.
Look, you either get the crazy psychopath who admitted control your narrative was a bad idea in the long run, or you get the bigoted who said he would beat his children, Tyrus. Which do you prefer?
Which I hope at this rate somebody called his mama.
Well, you might have to pick neither because guess who came back?
What? Somebody came back to me.
Always ready?
Matt Cardona.
Yep, always ready.
He also came back in Impact Wrestling, though.
Yeah, he did.
For glory. The hell?
Yeah, so Matt Cardona wants the NWA title again. EC3 says, you'll have that match down the road. And I was like, they're going to do it for the CW premiere, aren't they?
They most likely are, because as we know, NWA got a TV deal. They're now they will be on the CW.
CW, which big congrats to them.
Yeah, though I just seriously hope Billy Corgan stayed away and then just handles the business.
Is CW wait, is CW under Warner?
Kinda. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not this.
They got rid of all their DC properties, so I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I remember CW even mentioned, they had the show Arrow.
The last time I heard of CW, I was watching SmackDown back in the day around that time.
I'm reading here, it belongs to it belongs to Next Star Media Group for 75%, Paramount Global for 12.5%, and WBD for 12.5%. So it's in a three-way contention.
Okay, so it's majority stockholder. YX's TV is owner of Anthem, and they pretty much have allowed Impact Wrestling to continue to survive, while Scott D'Amore is finally reincarnating it back into TNA come next year in January.
Oh, but anyways, so did you hear that Chelsea Green took on Natalya on Raw tonight?
I heard it was a trick-or-treat street fight. Am I correct?
Yeah, I believe so. They had a storyline to justify it.
There was a storyline within a trick-or-treat street fight?
Yeah, I was shocked as you. Let me show you what they did. Natalya had her assistant Bob post on her Twitter account.
How do you turn a trick-or-treat street
I saw
fight
that
into
picture.
A storyline?
Oh my god.
What is this?
Look
All
what
right,
look
let's
what
take a
Bob
look.
wrote, and Chelsea Green responded with hostility.
Oh Lord, here we go. Yeah.
He's always been susceptible to the small package.
But hey, he's always ready, right? So there you
Well,
go. Yeah.
well. I guess wait. I guess Natalia grabbed these nuts.
The very fact that we still have not gotten that shirt from AEW with the collaboration of Miro, Jeff Jarrett, and Eddie Kingston is still a travesty.
And Jeff Jarrett redeemed these slap nuts.
And Jeff Jarrett still wrestles in 2023.
Bree woo, bree woo.
Don't start that, King. Damn it. Still annoys me. Oh, my God.
And King Crash, finally.
Ha! He deserves that.
I'm just saying, how is Jeff Jarrett wrestling more in 2023 than anybody else on that roster? I'm just saying.
What is his record this
October
year?
12th was his wife's birthday.
Freaking Karen.
What are we? 2010's TNA?
Well, considering the fact that TNA name got brought back, I'm not that surprised.
Oh my gosh. Why is this a thing in 2023? Something should not be, but I digress. Ay, ay, ay. Hey. Again, shout out to pretty.
It's
shout
no
out
one
to
that I digress, Jones.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Look, I already had my tangent at the very beginning, all right? I don't need to go on another one. But hey, shout out to the pretty empowered era of NWA as Kenzie Page and her younger sister Kylie Page and Ella Envy still rule the NWA for the women's division. Tom Lambert still looking to try and become the NWA World Champion with Camille standing by her man. And the future for Camille is still unknown, but she stands by NWA, and I respect that. So, I mean,
Also,
again,
I recall this correctly. I think someone said they looked up the statistics of Jeff Jarrett's run in AEW this year. Apparently, he is the most wrestler with the most amount of title matches. Please know we're in a world where Kenny Omega exists.
Jeff Jarrett, AEW's most reliable worker. What the fuck?
Wait, is he also the road agent for AEW?
Yeah.
He is
Yes.
the road agent. Yes. Oh gosh, I don't know how some people continue to thrive. And I mean, hell, Billy Gunn, he's a freaking trios champion. They're gonna
And
69 on
he's more over
Saturday.
than he's been since
National
1999.
6'9" Day on Collision this Saturday.
They should not call it that because 69 and that don't work. That's not right. I'm just saying.
Look. No, it's going to get worse when Brian tries to pitch his ideas.
I mean, to be fair, it's now Brian Danielson's show on Collision. So
Yes.
Oh gosh. Well, it's not brought to you. Well, it's not brought to us by Blue Chew because
Lord have
XTV
mercy
has that
on our
commercial.
soul.
God. All right, Jesus. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a long.
Ric Flair can go
ass
suck
month.
a Blue Chew.
Well, Ric Flair's there now, so it might
After that.
Ric Flair's
Ric-
there now, Lex, so it actually might happen. I don't know what happens outside that ring, and Space Mountain is still open. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, Jeff Jarrett decided to talk about Hulk Hogan because that's a great idea.
oh,
Of course,
brother.
that's always brilliant.
Jeff Jarrett decided to just come out and say Hulk Hogan may be one of the worst businessmen in wrestling.
Damn.
Well, we already knew that.
Well, I mean, did we knew that? I'm just saying, did we know that?
No, we didn't know about that till about 2000, yeah, when Vince Russo went blasting on him.
Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Bro.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, also, remember when Hulk Hogan was getting traction on Twitter saying a whole bunch of lies, saying, I wanted to work with Brock Lesnar when he came back to wrestle.
Oh
Man.
yeah, I remember those.
And then he just looked at him and was like, okay, look, we have Vince McMahon backstage working for us again, and even we're thinking you're pushing it here, Hogan.
Bro, it's not a good idea, bro. You know why? It doesn't involve a poll, bro. What we need to do is put stuff on a poll, bro.
I'm still convinced we should break into Hogan's house and steal it and flood his basement.
Dang.
Damn.
Oh, there's a reason why I say that, because I know everyone likes to bring up the fact that Hulk Hogan said racist bigotry against black people, and I was like, more like, okay, yeah, I expected that to happen. This is Hogan we're talking about. Racism wasn't in the cards at that point for me in his eyes.
Neither was RVD or Sabu on my screen in AEW in 2023.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Also, have you
by the way,
noticed?
you want to know how
have you
that
noticed
happened?
all RVD's videos are 420?
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
Yep. If you go
Yeah,
on
AEW's
if
been
you
on
go
the
if you
bus
search
for
up
a minute.
RVD AEW, all of his matches thus far have been 420.
Yes, and here's the thing: someone and AEW even suggested to the fans, "Hey, fans, what do you want this tag team of Hook and RVD to be?" And I just said, "Hooked 420."
Damn it!
But anyways, you want to know how RVD revealed how he got booked for AEW now?
How do you got booked?
Well, he basically said this. So I was set for WrestleMania 40 because we're going to be in Philadelphia and we're probably going to do an ECW reunion. Then I got unbooked, and then AEW called me 30 minutes later.
Damn. Hey, it's a whole effing show, so I mean, I don't blame Tony Khan for picking up the phone.
Oh, by the way, Hulk Hogan finally got his AEW moment by being hated by the fans thanks to Sting.
Yeah, well, again, you recognize Hulk Hogan's legacy.
Wait.
And then you talk about Hulk Hogan's recent
How come
history.
Ric Flair is not even hated by the fans after what he did? And then
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan.
I'm still trying to process that right now.
Beings. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Back when I was talking about Hulk Hogan, why I say we should flood his basement and all that is because it's a reference to the fact of what he said on Twitter, then subsequently deleted because even he knew that was too far, where he said, and I quote, "No water, no power, crybabies. Everyone complaining. These people have no clue how bad it could be. Praying for those that got hit hard, lost." And this was in September 14, 2017, when Hurricane Irma struck Florida and people died. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I guess people sometimes they just know that at the end of the day, that person is its own worst enemy. I'm not gonna let them affect my mentality. Some people move on from the past, but some people just don't forget it.
Oh, there's another thing. This is what I said. I say also we flood his basement and power console and leave a model of a crying baby, referring to his apathetic feelings regarding Hurricane Irma victims who lacked power in the fallout. Because guess what was revealed by someone by After the Dark Side of the Ring stuff?
What?
So remember when Booker T broke down crying when he won the WCW title?
Sucker.
Yeah. Guess what got revealed?
What?
That World Heavyweight belt that you saw for the last 9 months of WCW after Hogan left, that was a replica prop. The real one was hidden underneath Hogan's bed.
Wow.
Yeah, like one of the workers of WWE at the time came out and said this: "We had just acquired WCW and all the contract stuff. Former WCW talent were appearing on WWE, including WCW champion Booker T. But the belt Booker was wearing wasn't the original Big Gold belt. It was a replica. At the time, no one knew what happened to the real one. I remember sitting in the empty stands before taping while the talent was working out in the ring. The subject came up. Everyone was asking if anyone knew the whereabouts. Pat Patterson asked Big Show, who had jumped ship 2 years prior, saying, 'Hey, Show, do you know what happened to the WCW belt?' And Big Show decided to just rat him out, saying, 'I don't know, Hogan probably has it, that mofo.'"
Damn.
Big Show laughs, and there was a big laugh all around. But then they said this. At the time, Hogan was still at home collecting on his fat WCW contract. Fast forward about a year later to 2002, Hogan now rejoined WWE. I'm at the Hulk's home in Clearwater, Florida, on assignment for a special magazine we were doing for him. We were doing a photo shoot in Hogan's office. I'm sitting at his big mahogany desk waiting for him to come back. I appear under the desk, and sure enough, sitting there on the floor with the original WCW Big Gold belt, it still had Jeff Jarrett's nameplate on it. So it was stolen from Hogan for 2 more years after 2000.
And we didn't see the real authentic one until Eric Bischoff got it and unveiled it to Triple H.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
So basically, but now think this. If Booker T was holding the replica belt in WWE, that means The Rock, Chris Jericho are not Big Gold belt holders.
Right. If that's what you're referring to, then yes.
Yeah,
they've
which
been
means they
based
were
on
holding a toy,
purpose.
whereas Hogan was like, I have the big gold belt, and it's not even worth it for me.
Well, I mean, how many times can you say the same thing about anybody that was interim, or they pulled like the panic button on and gave somebody a replica as title? I mean, it's kind of been the nature.
Yeah,
of
but like, here's the thing: could you imagine if this was public at the time that they were using that WCW lost the real big gold belt, the one that is over a century old, and they were using a toy, and this was during the dark age of WCW's last 9 months?
It's just another reason why they went down with the sinking ship that was sinking from the beginning.
Yeah, and I just wrote, I'm putting a crew together. We're going to take this. And one of my buddies on Twitter said this: I now seriously want someone to make a heist movie where they steal the big gold belt back from that mofo Hogan's home. It's just a shame Iron Sheik isn't alive to at least have a cameo in it.
Oh, rest in peace, Iron Sheik. That's another one, really.
Jabroni, Iran #1, Hulk Hogan, motherfucker, hot.
Wait. Okay, now God rest his soul, Iron Sheik. Okay, it's Halloween. Hope Hulk Hogan sleep well tonight because Iron Sheik is gonna hunt him.
Lex.
Look. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Iron Sheik's last words, "With my last breath, I curse Hulk Hogan."
No. His last breath was like, "You jabroni, fuck you, Hulk Hogan."
Oh God.
Heck! I'm convinced when Eddie Kingston retires and he's lying in a pool of his own blood in the ring, smiling, he just says this: "With my last wrestling breath, I curse Castagnoli."
I thought they finally put that away at Opera Ash Stadium, though. But okay,
Yeah.
guys. And with my last sentence, before I think I finally
remember, Noah. Eddie Kingston was on an advertisement for Fight Forever and just kept ranting about how he hates Claudio.
Yeah,
I hate Claudio. But I don't care if you buy the game. I just hate Claudio. If you buy the game, I don't care.
Just buy
No.
the fucking show.
Probably his last words are gonna be, "I curse you, Claudio. Redeem these nuts."
Claudio sucks eggs.
That shirt. And CJ Perry, what happens enough that won't be hot and flexible, but that's a whole other story. And
One table, 2 tables.
No. You don't need her to go through that again. I'm surprised she can walk straight. Maybe that's how.
I remember this is all because Miro went to AEW and called Vince out for his imaginary brass ring.
Go ask Ryan Nemeth to see how he doing though.
He's probably dead. I'm pretty sure Dolph Ziggler will come in and avenge him.
Oh,
Wait,
don't worry.
Speaking of Dolph Ziggler, he's doing a signing recently. He announced
the Nemeth brothers, and I'm sure the 3-piece sax band is not too far away for the wingman.
Well, except for JD Drake with
to be honest, Dolph Ziggler's release wasn't in my bingo card.
Nope, that wasn't in mine either.
No, it wasn't
surprised it
either.
didn't happen sooner, considering how many times WWE screwed him over.
Again, you figure about the amount of releases, you figure the amounts of passings, you figure about the amounts of moments, matches, arrivals, departures, and we still aren't done yet, guys. We got 2 more months. We got 2 more AEW pay-per-views. We got 1 more WWE Premium Live event. We got 1 more NXT Live event. We got 1 more Ring of Honor
we
pay-per-view.
forgot another bingo moment to end this on. Kota Ibushi's All Elite.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he revealed in the interview he actually signed a deal.
Yeah,
wait, we don't have the graphic yet.
Unfortunately, no.
But we know that Nick Wayne got a graphic. We know that Billy Starks, congratulations to her, they got a graphic. The 2 youngest athletes in AEW history that also were on pay-per-view for what was worth.
The two youngest to ever make history on Wrestle Dream on pay-per-view.
Got a graphic already?
What?
Billy Starks, did she got a graphic already?
I think she hit it, but she talked about it and has said, yes, sufficient, I'm all elite.
The minion is all elite.
But I do wonder if this minion's going to break Athena before Athena breaks her like porcelain after the verbal chastisement they gave her.
I think we'll figure that out. I most definitely think we'll get that match at Final Battle.
Yeah, if nothing else, I think that match at Final Battle is pretty much confirmed at this point. I think they're going to try and usher in Billy Starks as the next leader of the Ring of Honor Women's Division because Athena now have held this title for 1 full year.
Yes, she
Mad
has.
respect to her. especially her and Willow main eventing for the first time ever a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. 2 black women, might I add, 2 women of color main eventing Ring of Honor pay-per-view, the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship main eventing a pay-per-view. I'd love to see that.
Which Willow's eye is getting better, while Sky Blue's is not.
And apparently that's between her and Julia Hart, and I think something else is about to arrive.
Speaking
of,
and
not the House of the Rising Sun.
Speaking of women main eventing, Shida is also main eventing every single show. Like, whoa, it's like.
And Chris Statlander, to a degree, has also main evented. She beat that Bricker DMD in the main event collision, and she beat that bitch 100% in the rematch. And
to
she
the
also
point
made
of
way out.
Went WWE.
And some people argue that was Chris and Jay's best match, respectfully.
Which, speaking on the way to WWE, how come we can never put this one? Brian Pillman Jr. to NXT.
Now Lexus King.
Yeah. Also, some people said I didn't watch it, but I kept hearing a bunch of people's opinion on his entrance, and they were like, "Yeah, this isn't working." And I was like, "Wait, really? This is how you screw? It's not." You finally made Brian Pillman finally cut a promo successfully in many people's eyes, and you somehow screwed this up.
It's WWE. Are you really surprised? It's not our NXT, even if it's better than it used to be, but more so the better part of the women's division. And again, congratulations to Lyra Valkyria, who finally rose to the occasion as a champion in WWE. Should have it in NXT UK, but I digress. The fact that Ilya Dragunov and Aloy Valkyrie, I've never heard by that name, Lyra Valkyria are both the champions now in this NXT. That almost makes this NXT worth watching for me. And then Chase U won. I'm like,
yeah.
Damn it. Also, I know we're gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring this up, but remember, Tyler Bate joined WWE when he was 19, right?
Correct.
First inaugural UK champion, yes.
And was the youngest champion in WWE's entire history.
Before Pete Dunne and Tyler.
No, in terms of age, like Pete Dunne was older.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is now 26, and he still hasn't done anything main eventing stuff besides UK stuff.
Like, who? Who are we talking
Tyler
about?
Bate. Tyler Bate.
He's had some great matches, especially with Volta, that iconic match.
Freaking Noam Dar gets more TV time than Tyler Bate. It's a damn crime.
The metaphor.
There it is.
Shut your bitch ass up.
No. I'll do you a solid. Alicia Fox.
Seriously, Lex, if you haven't noticed, that's the name of their faction.
I hate that name. I hate that name so damn much. It's everything I hate about this generation and those 2 damn TikTok rejects. I said what I said. Oh God, this NXT.
They're basically a knockoff of the Matrix.
No,
that's an insult to the Matrix.
No, that's an insult to Keanu Reeves himself.
Accurate. John Wick should come down there and execute them, or bring the Equalizer down there, even though he's on TNT. I don't fucking know. Anyway, again, Becky, thank you, but I do wonder if Becky finally no longer has sour grapes or lemonade after the whole SummerSlam fiasco.
Yeah,
I honestly wonder what's next for her.
They said her time in NXT is done with, according to reports, but I'm curious as to know what they're going to do with her now.
Exactly, she passed the torch.
But like, it's like, what's she gonna do? Like now, is she going back to Raw and just?
I think that's what it is now that she's done. If y'all saying she's done with NXT, yeah, she's going to be, right back to Raw.
You think they'll finally push forward Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley?
Wait, wouldn't go that far.
No, not yet. I'm pretty sure they're gonna wait till the Rumble because Nia Jax is in line first.
Yep, because remember, she's not like most girls.
Yeah, so finally, we got Grand Slam Becky. That's
also there's something else I forgot to mention. Remember, so I mentioned earlier in the video here that Endeavor is in a lot of debt, and a lot of wrestlers might be gone next year.
Yes,
actually, that's still reported.
Wait.
I just want.
a lot of wrestlers are gonna be gone by next year due to Invader. Who is gonna be left? Oh my god.
Well, guess who might also end up leaving, especially if certain people get hired?
Who?
Seth freaking Rollins' contract's up next year.
Ooh.
And if I'm correct, Becky Lynch is up. It's also around that time.
Wait. If their contracts expire next year, are they still on the 90-day?
No.
Nope, they get to be. They're free and can go wherever they want to go.
Yeah,
Go, Seth, go to AEW. Come on, go, Seth.
Hey, calm down. Okay, first off, hold on. Before it says anything else, I'm just going to put this out here right now to everybody out on the internet that has a brain. There is more than one option now than ever in this industry for anybody to go. To answer your previous question, who fills the spot? Anybody can. With WWE having this new program, the next in line, where they're turning athletes into superstars, and truth be told, credit due, King, some of those athletes in NXT that don't have a wrestling background have actually made something out of themselves, man and woman. It's entirely possible WWE can recreate something from ground zero. And as far as those that already developed themselves on the indies or have fine-tuned themselves in WWE and want to take a chance somewhere else just for a lighter schedule or some individuality, the sky's the limit. Again, who is going to be the richest prize to bid for in 2024? That's the ultimate question. And right now, my money's on Will Ospreay.
Yeah, but if Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Galloway, and Sheamus leave, then I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins will overtake Will Ospreay.
Well, Seth Rollins probably has more age, more youth for him. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, they're getting up there. I'm just saying.
I mean, they say if Will Ospreay signs with either AEW or Impact, they're not gonna force him move out from the UK.
Yeah, so that's actually been said. They said that Will Ospreay wants a contract that allows him to still keep his family in the UK, and I'm pretty sure WWE can't grant him that wish.
Nope.
Now unless WWE decides to move to the UK or recreate a headquarters there.
Oh no, they already did that. They already moved their headquarters.
Yeah, I know, but remember they tried to bring up a project NXT Europe, and it just went.
There's been an update on that. Apparently, they're trying to get it back up and running for next year.
And
Jesus.
that might be what causes Will Ospreay to stay in WWE if he puts pen to paper.
Yeah, but it's like I still don't know when that's supposed to happen. And considering everything else going on in the world, I wouldn't be surprised if they just decide to scrap the whole thing.
Honestly, I just wonder what the hell this world's going to be like, especially with this eclipse that's supposed to shut down every device with a wireless connection during WrestleMania weekend, pretty much.
Apparently, they plan to have it brought back in NXT UK in 2024, and I think they were. Also, did you hear about the owner of Noah saying Noah? Did you hear about the owner of Noah saying that they're open to working with WWE because they're idiots?
Oh yeah, because WWE is partnered with Amoeba now. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, and now Pro Wrestling Noah is like, we're willing to work with WWE, even though they offered us money last time to make NXT Japan, and we said no.
I thought it was All Japan Pro Wrestling they were trying to make a money deal with.
No, they try to make money. They tried to back in before the pandemic. They tried to buy Pro Wrestling Noah, but they turned it down.
That's fair.
Yeah, because that was actually part of their plan to buy out a territory in Japan so they could build NXT Japan and perform.
You got a lot of power players in Joshi Pro and Japan Wrestling that also right now are kind of up in the air. Like again, Tetsuya Naito doesn't achieve his destino. Where does he go from there? Do we get Kazuhiko Nakajima now, part of New Japan? Does he go to All Japan or Dragon Gate? You got Stardom right now with multiple injuries. Damn it. Asume, Utami, Tam Nakano, they're freaking world champion.
I just remembered something.
It's a really weird time right now. What you remember?
I remember Takagi and Minoru Suzuki fought on a bullet train in DDT Pro Wrestling this year.
That's right.
Oh yeah. How can we forget about that?
Max, didn't you see that live? You saw that on the bullet train I fought.
No, I missed that. I only watched it on the phone.
Oh, that you watched it. Okay.
No, because the time that the bullet train match, I'm still moving to Japan.
Gotcha. And you're still trying to get a hold of her beautiful Insanity, the current NWW Strong Women's Champion, I believe. Julia.
Oh, thank God.
And now he's got a crutch. Shout out to Julia,
but
by the
like,
way, who's assessed to defend the title against High End, and now will defend the title against Trisadora. Yet to be determined. So we'll see what
also, I
happens.
heard about. Okay, I keep trying to remember this. There was apparently sort of in this other Japan wrestling promotion. Oh yeah, the DDT Iron Man heavy metalweight
Oh
title.
Lord, Hiromu, you idiot!
Did you hear?
What, did he get pinned?
Oh, he lost it.
Oh, good. Now he finally can breathe.
He then regained it.
Oh God.
But you want to know how he lost it?
Oh Lord.
What, did a book fall on him?
No, worse, a yellow iPhone 14.
Oh,
I lost an iPhone. Why?
Remember, the Young Bucks book also became a champion.
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Inanimate objects also becomes champion in DDT.
How do you not get an object off you in less than 3 seconds?
I mean, imagine sleeping and you're the current DDT Iron Man heavy metalweight champion, and then suddenly your iPhone just fell on your chest.
Actually, you want to know something? Here's what the report was. Former Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Sumi Sakai posted a video on Twitter of herself and a referee sneaking up on Hiromu Takahashi when he was asleep in his hotel room. The referee counted free while he was sleeping and crowned the iPhone 14 because it was laying on him. And then she pinned the phone and won the title before Hiromu got up and pinned her to regain the title because we're on drugs and Japan is weird. And this all happened in the span of an hour.
My God,
and then the next thing you know, I attend a DDT show and then win the title and then have to be on watch 24/7. And then
why? Why would someone put themselves through this madness? Why?
And then the next thing you know, ATW view. I have the DDT Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship.
And then they film a segment where you get kicked in the head while we're talking, and then all of a sudden we're gonna blow up on Twitch somehow.
Oh gosh, this is ridiculous. This is beyond.
But that would actually be a great endorsement for our product.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Hiromu needs to lose this title before Wrestle Kingdom. All right, I'm just gonna say that for the record. If he's gonna defend the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, okay, he can't have both. He can't. Oh my gosh, this is almost as crazy as freaking Yano wrestling Joey Janela, and I don't know who to hate worse.
I mean, Joey Janela wrestled Yoshihiko, the doll.
So does Speedball Mike Bailey in GCW.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's also having a feud with the owner of Wrestling Inc., Joey Janela is.
Oh, of course, because that's always brilliant.
Yeah, apparently they've been exchanging stuff on Twitter and mostly comparing themselves to something, but they're constantly bashing each other, and I'm just like, oh god, can you just move on with your life?
Shout out to Jumbo Princess retiring. I hope that she's doing well, by the way, from Donna Del Mundo after Mike and her had their one-on-one match at Dream Kingdom. Great show from April. Also,
yeah, Himeka.
Yep, thank you, Himeka. I was trying to remember the name. Mercedes Monet, of course, lost the IWGP Women's Championship to the icon of Stardom, Mayu Iwatani. Very good match. And also, we saw the return of now christened the Three Musketeers of this era of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And, of course, Shota Umino, Yota Tsuji, and Ren Narita. And Sonata now is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, finally. So
I didn't know that Yota Tsuji had a twin brother.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That was freaky as hell.
It's like he could be a wrestler as well, but you know.
I don't know if he can wrestle.
Kanemaru has joined
the House of Torture.
The House of Torture.
And then Yuya Uemura has now joined Just Five Guys.
Because he left Impact Wrestling after Feast of
Yes, yes, yes. I'm still happy for that. No more Junior. Thank you.
I hate you for that.
And then we got Simon Miller versus Joe Hendry.
Which I will be calling this Friday with Datsula for Turning Point. I'm looking forward to that. I don't think that's
Okay, I just looked it up about the heavy metalweight champion. Guess who also is champion?
Oh God, what now?
Johnny Gargano and Zack Sabre Jr. beat apart. Like Johnny Gargano was the champion, and then Zack Sabre Jr. beat him at a house show. And I was like, "Wait, we had Zack Sabre Jr. and Johnny Gargano, and that did not air on TV."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Excalibur won the title, and then Rick Knox won it, and then the Young Bucks kicked him in the head at a house show, and they both won together. And Chris Hero then won the title by giving them their own money back.
There you go.
And this was all in the span of 3 days.
Yeah, that sounds about right for this title. That is way more relevant than the 24/7 championship ever was, and also looks much better too.
Wait. Notable champions for the DDT Heavy Metalweight Championship: Yat-chan, a monkey; Kokolo, a miniature Dachshund hound dog; and a bunny, a cat. Inanimate objects: ladder, a stuffed Hello Kitty doll, baseball bat, a chicken doll,
I just found it.
a Jun Kasai doll, pro wrestling wave
Lord,
poster,
Jun Kasai,
a
that's a
big
whole nother.
Oh my!
God.
No, it's a doll. It's a Jun Kasai doll.
But Jun Kasai
So-
still fucking mental. I'm just gonna say that for
Right.
adults.
Oh, apparently
big
the entire audience of Beyond Wrestling Americana 16 won the title.
A crime beyond American things.
Oh, and also
Wait.
the 100,000 subscribers of DDT's official YouTube channel were the champion.
They must have stockpiled the title.
Wait. A pint of beer, an ice ribbon ringside mat, a Big Japan Pro Wrestling ring truck, 2 different steel chairs, a calligraphy pen.
Tragically, Vince McMahon's Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Oh my
What?
God. Yeah, it is.
What?
It says here.
Vince McMahon won it.
3 different sticks of yakitori. Oh, the chicken. Okay. Non-existent. Arnold sketch. I don't want to pronounce it. An invisible wrestler. Another invisible wrestler by the name of Invisible Man. The one that
Elementary school girls.
I thought it would be Vincent or John Cena with that reference.
Right. I didn't know there was
collective champions. 3 elementary school girls.
So probably
What?
one of the biggest rivals.
Behold, the world's most winnable title.
SoCal Uncensored.
The Young Bucks.
God. Is that it?
Also the 100,000 subscribers to DDT's official YouTube channel.
I'm just gonna find this title and be like, hey, what's this? I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. What? Okay, bossing it. Now I must destroy this and stop this madness.
Wait. I'm trying to find the funniest
Would that mean a trash compactor would totally win this title too if I stuffed it in there?
Yes.
Damn it.
Heck, even a printed email won it.
What?
an email.
And a beer can.
If I would have stomped on this title with my foot, would that consider me a champion?
No, I would consider your Jordan the champion, not you.
True. Oh, and even a bus did.
A bus.
Clearly, he must have ran over someone.
Oh my god.
Oh, guess what also won it?
Let me
An
guess.
inflatable love doll.
Yeah, wow. This has more winnable title than R-Truth's 24/7 title reign.
Well, King, it's had over 1,500 title changes.
Good.
Actually, it's already 1,587.
Yeah,
dang.
yeah.
That's a dang.
That's insane. I don't want nobody to talk about the TNT championship ever again.
Oh, also Kota Ibushi won it twice.
Of course Kota Ibushi did. He's
Of
a
course
fucking
he did.
madman with no neck.
Right.
Oh my God, there's a foot massage mat that won it.
A
Yeah.
foot massage mat.
The Young Bucks autobiography, Killing the Business Book, won it.
Yeah,
Which
that's
Lex
not
shown
right.
on the air earlier.
Let's see.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy also won it.
That doesn't
Yeah, that
surprise
sounds
me,
about
actually.
right.
That sounds
Now-
normal.
Now
Oh,
look at
a
him
chef
now.
won it. A chef won it. He
A
must have been
chef.
popular with the catering.
All right.
A-
I'm going to let you guys talk about this for another minute, and then I'm going to call it here for this view. Go ahead and continue.
Wait. I think Shayna Baszler won it, and then someone had to bribe her to get the title off her.
Wait, Shayna Baszler. What now? Look at what?
All right. Well, now we're getting weird.
Look at Shayna Baszler now.
The belt
Because-
itself pinned itself.
The belt pinned itself. You can't get weirder than that.
You
Oh,
really
my-
can't.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Welcome-
apparently
welcome-
there's a wrestler named Shinobu that had a combination reign of 216 reigns in the matter of, if I'm correct reading this, the combined amount of days is 8 days.
216 time
God.
champion.
This is Art Eagerheart out R-Truth.
Heck, Yuko Miyamoto won the title 215 times and only had less than a day with it.
Hey, remember
All right.
remember the time that Tozawa and R-Truth fought in the cold streets of New York?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I do. That was foolish.
And then referee John Cone says, "I had enough of this."
Oh,
Even Santa Claus got into the fray.
Oh, God.
You know, I'm surprised McFoley is not on those lists at this point, considering how crazy he can be.
Or Nick freaking Gage. But that
Oh,
being
Britt
said.
Baker also won it.
Oh, God.
oh,
And guess
Jesus.
what? The book of the Young Bucks beat her.
Oh,
So the Young Bucks attacked Britt Baker, so to speak. So that was the thing.
Damn it, King! What are you doing? All right. Well,
Woo.
this has been absolute utter madness. And that definitely was not on my bingo card, but I think it's safe to say we white out at least 2 boards with the madness that we just talked about out of hand. So
No, even a trophy won it.
good job, everybody. And congratulations to that trophy. All right. Well, I'm officially closing the book on this escapade. I'm closing down the casino until next year. Until we reconvene prior to full
Good to
gear.
be back.
This has been the Interview Impromptu, and this has been an absolute pleasure. And for George R.R. Martin, for Lex, for the King, for the entire ATW family, until next time, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or some other day in between, we thank you all for tuning into this madness that is, of course, the ATW View. For now, I will bid you all a fine adieu.
Oh, God, I just had
Goodbye.
a realization.
What?
We never made a joke about the fact that a bunny won the title.
Oh.
Goodbye.
And I just thought of it. It's Noah. Noah was champion. It's a spirit animal. Oh, no.
Damn it, Eric, you fucking idiot. Goodbye, everybody, and good night. Thank you for tuning in to the ATW View. Have a good night, folks.
Night, everyone.
Damn it all.
Also, Rey Mysterio was the champ.
That wasn't brought to us by freaking Pizza Hut. God bless it.